Flaps. Good evening and you're very welcome along to the Sopherone Saga right here on the Emerald Collective. My name is Dave Gibson and I'm the creator and dungeon master for all things Sopherone. This is episode 73 of the Sopherone Saga, and do you know who else is 73? Who do we say it was?
Lots of people.
No, it wasn't Linda Carter. Who was it?
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton, yes. And I am going to give... I have my shit prepared, I swear. And I'm going to give a free point of inspiration to the first person to slip in 3 TLC references into a conversation with an NPC. So anyone who doesn't know TLC or hasn't seen the other guys, go and do your research now. But there is no expiry date in this, so you are all good. So yeah, there you go. Get your thinking caps on. Now, before we kick off with tonight's episode of Sopherone Saga, we have a few things to get to. Nominations for the Crit Awards are now live, so if you'd like to vote for me in any of the GM categories or any of the other Emerald Collective GMs or players, you can follow the link that will appear in the Twitch chat. That will take you to the nominations page. As always,
we really...
Dave. What?
Vote me, not Dave.
As always, we really appreciate both you and your support. You can vote for both of us, actually. Podcast. You can find our first foray into the world. You see, we lift people up here, Carrie. You don't try and bring them down. You can find our first foray into the world of podcasting wherever you usually get your podcasts. No Civil Linings is a Call of Cthulhu podcast by Mark Carrigan and Shunnick Games and features 15 episodes of chilling horror set in Silvermines, County Tipperary in 1919. You can also cast Aboleth Madness, returning to the Emerald Collective in podcast form. Episode 0 recaps the story so far and this sets the scene for the adventurer's quest to rid the land of Castonia of the magical disease known only as the Violet Madness. Episode 8 is available on all platforms now, with episode 9 having just dropped over on our Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, did you know that we have one? Well, now you do. Head on over to patreon.com/the Emerald Collection. Depending on the tier you choose every month, you'll receive original battle maps, magical items and monsters to use in your games, and even bonus maps with variant versions. You'll also get access to the latest podcast episodes 2 weeks before they drop on the regular platforms. We offer discount rates on selected items on Drive-Thru RPG. Friends of EC Rates with our resident cartographer Itzamap, who's back there, and artist Liz Shangavi, formerly Zorpsart, who is the trombonist in Master on the Hurricane. We'll even give you a shout out on our Twitch streams to say thanks for supporting us. And tonight's shout out goes to Shane Kenny. Shane, thank you very much. But if you don't have the coin to spare to sign up for the higher tier, you can still hit that $1 tier to show your support. But wait! We also even have a free tier that you can sign up for. You'll receive some free gifts for doing so. And some of our GMs have even been known to drop some of the maps they use on one-shots for folks at the free tier and above. I think I dropped in the 3 maps that I use for the Adventicon one-shot. So they are in there. If you go to our Patreon, you can head on over and check it all out. When he's not streaming with the Emerald Collective, you can find our very own Rhino over on twitch.tv/dryanrhino. For all kinds of mischief as he plays various games from first-person shooters to platformers, everyone is welcome. And if you haven't already, please give our friend Ryan a follow. And if you can afford it, a sub, I'm distorting here, a sub over on Twitch. And of course, we'd like to extend a big EC welcome to Rhino's Army. You're all very welcome over here. Ryan, how was your stream today?
Sweaty. Not me, but the people around me were a bit sweaty gameplay-wise.
How does it? What does that mean?
Basically, they're just kind of grubbing and just being annoying people, that kind of thing.
Just the people you were playing against, they were just being dickheads?
Okay. Yeah, basically. I was trying to be polite, but yeah. That.
Okay, good to know. Can you tell I'm not a gamer? Okay, cool. Let's have a quick look ahead towards the what's coming up over the next 7 days. Here on the Emerald Collective. On Sunday, join us on Sunday when we kick off a brand new adventure here on the Emerald Collective. Ahead of its official release on May 20th, we're going to be diving into the world of Daggerheart. Join GM Wayne Talbot and a gathering of familiar faces as they welcome you to the land of Horizons Hollow, a world filled with arcane mysteries, unimaginable peril, and a group of adventurers. Well, I suppose it's imaginable peril, given that GM Wayne has imagined it and thought it up. But sure, we won't rest in semantics. A group of adventurers who must band together in order to put a stop to a threat to the very fabric of reality. Be here on April 13th at 8:30 p.m. BST for session 1 of the brand new miniseries. It promises to be a hell of a lot of fun and chaos, mostly chaos. On Tuesday, GM Carey, who's up there, is back with Arcane Adventures in Andromedas. But I believe this is a one-shot, so join a new party as they transport a merchant convoy through the grey. Things quickly go wrong as the workers begin to vanish. Carey, tell us what the grey is.
The grey is an area of land in sort of the north of Andromedas, which has basically been stripped of vegetation.
Okay.
It's a leftover from an event in my world called the Godfall, and there's numerous massive craters that lead directly to the Underdark scattered about it.
Oh, nice. Okay. And who's playing in this one on Tuesday?
I assume most of my party so far.
Yeah.
Kate is, Kian is. I have yet to hear back from 2 of the players, and if I haven't heard back, I will be looking for people in the Discord.
Okay, that's good to know. Anyone who's watching, keep an eye out there. If you played with us before, you might be able to play with us again. And there we go. I'm just going to hit that publish. Oh, we've published already. Thank you for whoever did that on our Discord. Okay, thank you very much, Carrick. On Thursday, I'm back with Rebirth of the Graven King, so it continues on Thursday, and the battle against the malevolent entity Shazastar has begun. Can the party defeat the minion of the son of the Graven King and unravel this powerful being's master plan? Was only one way to find out. Join us on Thursday, and then I'm back on Friday. I swear I have a life. Join us on Friday as I run some familiar faces through another original one-shot. Join a bunch of stuck-up, entitled and privileged nobles and their servants as they arrive to supposedly haunted island for a weekend of fun and frolics. It will definitely, almost definitely, sorry, that should actually be definitely turn into an absolute bloodbath. And if you stick around to the end of the stream, we'd like to kick back for 15 minutes or so and discuss what happened, what it could mean for the plot, and how our players and their characters feel about what just took place. This is, of course, completely free, but will entirely depend on whether I have run over the 3-hour stream by 90 minutes or not, which I hope I won't. We want you to feel as included in this story as possible. Stick with us wherever it may be headed. So if you have any questions for the players, write them down in the back of your hand, tattoo them on your face, whatever. Just make sure you remember them. I'd like to thank Kate from It's a Map for being our awesome techno mistress. She's back there. If you'd like to show your appreciation to our digital demigoddess, you can scroll down the page and hit the Tip the Technomancer button and throw her a few gold pieces. Kate also makes all the amazing maps you see here in the Sopherone Saga, and you can go and find her on @itsamap on her socials. All the music is from Tabletop Audio. It's up there in the Roll20. All you have to do is open it and you'll find it. Last but not least, what do those shields and numbers on your fancy Twitch overlays mean, I hear you ask? Well, if you can use your channel points to bestow boons upon players and the GM. A boon grants a 1d4 to attack rolls and ability checks. If you use it's also saving throws, I think. If you sub to our channel or gift a sub to another, you can offer inspiration to the player or the GM. Inspiration allows the re-roll of an attack roll or ability check, but not death saves. And please remember to say in chat who will receive your boon or inspiration. Now let's run through our wonderful players tonight. Let's start with Fona. Fona, tell us a little bit about you and who you're playing.
Hi everyone, I'm Fona. I am a very cleverly disguised adult human, and I play Scales, who is very sweet and very thick and is just happy to be here for the adventure, although really and truly, why are we still in these caves and what is it we're here to do in the first place? That doesn't really matter.
Thank you very much, Fona. Next up is Carrick.
Hey, I'm Carrick. I am the stream DM for Arcane Adventures and Andromedus, and Arcane Adventures, I suppose, adjacent to Andromedus, because I do a lot of one-shots as well, similar to Dave with his adjacency to other places and games. But yeah, I play Ren, who is a resident pyromaniac, half-elven wizard, apparently. So that's a recent development that happened. Ren is also really kind of fed up being deep down underground in the caves, especially finding out that somebody who is potentially his brother has been executed up topside, and when he gets back to Artex, there will be hell to pay.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how you do that and without getting arrested and executed yourself. We're down Joe tonight, so let's move on to Stephen.
Well, good afternoon. I am Stephen, your paladin pal, here on Twitch and over on the Emma Collective Discord. And this evening I am playing Oryxium Grim, the repentant sinner who is the assumed lesser evil of the two brothers. I always believe he is, but there have been some over-the-table hints by my other brother Ryan, and he is freshly after eating a possessed rock, so can't wait to see Scales roll initiative imminently.
Last but not least, Ryan, tell us a little bit about you, what you do, and who you're playing.
Hi guys, I'm Ryan, aka Deranged Rhino, as most of you know by now, and that's Bodhi, and I am playing supposedly the better half of the Brothers Grimm, Mazelu Grimm, this evening. One thing you don't know about me though is that tomorrow night I will be guest starring over on Solid 10 D&D on Twitch as a player. Now it's going to be early hours for us over here in Europe, but for anyone that wants to come and join us, please make sure to come and have a look at that. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I've got a character that those in the comic book knowledge will know exactly who it is, and those who don't will probably hopefully enjoy it anyway.
Very good. Yeah, hopefully, well, I'm not sure we can tune in, but we can check out the VOD and throw it up on our socials. Okay, let's do a quick recap before we dive into episode 73 of the Sopherone Saga. And that there. Arriving into the winter city of Artex from the small town of Templetown, our heroes were secure in the knowledge that they'd beaten a nefarious agent of the Crown Valor to an artifact of great power in the temple, high above the town, and hidden it in the astral plane. This artifact, however, had begun communicating with the party's wizard Ren, promising great power if he would only travel to an area high in the mountains above Artex and recover another artifact similar to the first. Accepting the deal and receiving a small amount of power as a reward, shitty cantrip, Ren had second thoughts a while later and reneged on the deal, thus angering the entity. Meanwhile, Valder arrived at Artex with the necessary paperwork for the Temple of the Platinum Dragon, the same temple of two of the party members, the Brothers Grimm, to reapply for permission to operate in Sopherone under the King's good grace. Surely a punishment and a show of power designed to put the party in their place. In an effort to keep them both out of trouble, the temple sent them to recover a missing shipment of adamantium that was supposedly being escorted by temple guards. On their way to the mines, high in the Vertex Crooks, the party spied thick plumes of black smoke across the jagged peaks of the mountains that could only be coming from an utterly destroyed temple town, surely an act of vengeance on Valor's behalf. After learning that the temple guard had been stunned into submissiveness and abducted by a group of mind flayers, the party set off into the adamantine mines in hot pursuit, eventually finding their way into the Underdark after several days of travelling. But the Underdark is no joke. They battled bullets, Greater Ropers, drow scouting parties, and even the vengeful imp that used to take residence in the carved witch's house of horrors. The party have stumbled upon a fallen paladin carrying details of a possible resting place of a holy avenger longsword. Look at our accountant over there, his eyes gleaming wide. Sailing across the obsidian expanse, a subterranean sea that mingles with the Shadowfell. The party fought off an onslaught of bloated ghouls and a dreaded Nightwalker. Now they lie exhausted on the beach, the other side of the obsidian expanse. And already alien thoughts are penetrating their tired minds, but they must press on after fighting a slime lord Aboleth, which actually did manage to escape, so it's still out there somewhere. So, will they favour stealth over slaughter in the Mindful Air colony? Probably not. Is Ren brave enough to attempt to telepathically probe the collective knowledge of the colony? And just how is the war progressing on the surface of Sopherone? There's only one way to find out. Let's play some D&D, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So last we left off, Scales, trust in your eyes. You handed this rock that began to talk to you to Erixium, who yeeted it as far as he could into the water. Well, the floor is yours.
I think all Scale says is just a very sudden stop. He looks at where the rock disappeared for a couple of beats, and then he just looks at Erixium with like these big puppy eyes of how could you do that? That was my rock.
Oh, Scale, I needed to do that because that rock started to talk, and if Ren came over here, he'd probably sell it a section of his soul. So I had to protect him, and with your help.
No.
Why would that happen when it didn't happen with Shane or with my ladder or with any of the other things that talked to me?
Oh, I wasn't worried about it influencing you. I thought it influenced Ren. I was protecting him.
I was on my way over to do the same thing you were doing. Yeah, fair.
But it was just a rock. It was a pretty rock.
Scales, we're here to deal with some mind flayers. If you hear anything that's not a person talking in your head, other than like say maybe me, who can do that, you probably shouldn't listen to it. It's going to try get you killed more often than not. I speak from experience.
Okay, but you have bad experiences, and you do, you doesn't matter. And Scales just is going to
Ren just like rolls up his sleeve and points to the blackened arm, and he's like, "Trust me."
Scales just pouts and turns around and looks sadly into the water.
Actually, Dave, question. Since it's been like a while since anything's happened with that arm, is it looking any better since, or?
Nope.
Okay.
As you look to the water, Scales, you can see. Would you like to ping roughly where you yeeted it, Erixium?
As far as 19 strength, did he eat it?
But it was into the water.
Yeah.
So close to where
probably
Bob was, or
somewhere like
over
that.
here.
Yeah, the Bob's unconscious, leaning into the water, is what you're telling me.
Somewhere around here, then.
Well, I would have said if he scales, yeah. This is a direct line away from scales, yeah.
Okay, cool. Scales, you look over now, you can see that water as the obsidian expanse itself swells. This water is a different color. It's a kind of a murky brown and green and yellowish color, but it seems to sort of react to whatever undercurrents or undertow is happening, and it seems to be sort of maybe linked to the rushing of the waves on the beach from the obsidian expanse. We do see now and again, like as the water swells, it rushes over these sort of narrow walkways here, and then as the water sinks down, it sinks down maybe 20, 30, 40, 50 feet quite deep, and then it'll swell back up again. So as Eryxium yeets that rock, you can see the water was at its lowest there, and then it just bloop, and then the swell just kind of rises up once more, and you can see the rock is no more. So,
Well, Scales was very, very specifically told not to go into the water when we were on the boat. And with all of this tide kind of look and stuff, this does seem like it's maybe the same water. So
Yeah.
he's definitely not going to jump in and try to save his stone. Definitely not.
Okay, cool. So what are we doing?
Lead on, Ren.
Oh, why do I have to go first?
Where are we
And
going?
Ren does start going first, but he's like, oh, I'm not happy. Can I do a survival check to see if I see any more markings from when...
You certainly can, yeah. Would you like to do roll your survival for me then, please?
I will. Give me 1 second. My sheet just closed itself because I have to refresh.
The rest of you guys, you just hanging back to see what Ren is doing?
I'm just going to follow Ren. He seems to know what we're doing.
I've successfully tracked these things multiple times.
That's
We're
fair.
trying to rescue some mind flayers.
We're trying to kill mind players.
As a 23, you can see there are no... sorry, you can see there are tracks ahead this way. But as you head down that sort of narrow passage there, it's maybe 10 feet wide, probably about 12 feet high. Some of these purple crystals, they sort of... it's almost like they're growing out and down towards you. And if you can imagine, if someone were to cast Enlarge on you, you probably impale your head or something like that. They are quite sharp. And the ceiling itself looks quite dangerous. But... as you move down there, you can see, it ends at what looks like a rock fall, but one of the rocks has this sort of sigil on it.
What? Oh, does it look like a glyph of warding?
Would you like to lick it and find out?
I wouldn't like to lick it. I'd like to do an Arcana check to see if I can identify it.
You certainly can. Let's get an Arcana roll from you, please.
Oh, I am pretty good at these. That's a 10 from a
That's
2, though.
10. It doesn't look like a glyph of warding, but there is only one way to find out.
Are there any like loose rocks on the ground?
Yeah,
Yeah. Can I just pick up a rock and just chuck it at the glyph?
you sure can. Just give me a don't roll a 1.
Do I have any strength? No, I don't. Fucking D20 -1 probably from strength.
Why is my torch dead?
Oh yeah, sorry, that was a mistake.
That's
last
12.
time. There you go. 12 is enough. The rock sails through the air, hits it, and just kind of rattles along the ground, rebounds, and rolls towards you. Feet, nothing happens.
You want me to smash it with a hammer?
No.
Or you just threw a rock at it?
Yeah, but Rand just kind of looks up at the crystals and is like, I'm worried this is going to make us get impaled on those.
Well, maybe I should smash them now, like I did the wall back there, and then they won't be up there anymore.
I feel like that's just going to mean we're going to have to step on sharp crystals, which is also bad.
But you've all got shoes on.
True.
I mean, I don't, but you do.
You do have shoes on.
No,
You have the fiery
they got,
shoes.
they got destroyed.
The fire shoes? They're magic.
Sorry.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Ren is gonna just he's actually just gonna start walking towards this thing, and I'm gonna try if I failed the Arcana check, so I don't really know if I can't really be suspicious. So my detect magic 10 minutes hasn't passed, but my detect magic still be up.
Yes, your detect magic is up in the
Yeah.
red. Yeah, it's conjuration magic.
Conjuration, so it could summon something or teleport something. Fucking take one with the team. Ryan's gonna reach out.
Okay, you touch it. Can I? Nothing happens.
Nothing at all. Like no
Nothing
glowing or
happens.
effects.
That's it. Nothing. Nope.
Scales
Ah,
is going
that's
to just kind of lean back a little bit to Rixium and just kind of whisper in not the quietest whisper voice ever. Ren's being a bit weird. First he
Stage
threw up
whisper.
about it, and now he hesitated and then all of a sudden he just touched it. I don't know what's going on, and he told me not to smash.
I told you that rock had an effect on him. We need to get him away from here.
There are a lot of them, and now he's in what looks like a mouth of them with teeth.
And so does a rock fall, like it's a rock fall, like a cave in rocks then, is it? Here?
Yeah, it looks like it does look like a heavy cave in, but it as you look at it, there like one of the rocks, it looks like something has been carved into it, or
Does it look similar to a teleportation circle?
No,
Okay.
it's just one very conspicuous sort of flat rock with this sigil on it.
If I somehow manage to roll a roll 20, can Scales recognize what it is?
Let's roll a d20 and we'll talk, Scales.
On D20.
In the meantime, Ren has pulled out one of
19.
his
That's
books.
actually a 12.
That was Ren.
Oh, was it?
I got a 19.
Hold on, my roll 20 is frozen again.
Yeah,
I don't
mine's
know why I bother with this. I'm gonna just open Firefox. I don't even know where my fucking Firefox is. Oh, there it is. This happens every time. I'm gonna stop using Chrome for this.
I bet Roll20 has been worse than usual lately.
It's Busy Bee. Boon for Mazzello, please. Not that. Sorry, give me 1 second here as I try and log into this on Firefox. I'm just going to use Firefox from now on. Okay, cool. So that was a 19, unfortunately. Scales. This makes no sense to you. It makes no sense to our wizard. It also makes no sense to you. You stand there now. You hear the rushing in the water, and the like almost like a sucking sound as this as these pools drop by around 40 feet. I did not.
Do you
see
think
them.
it looks kind of like an upside down tree, but with triangles on it?
Can I cast Prestidigitation on it just to see if it reacts to magic being cast on it?
You can, and it does not react to
Okay.
magic.
Right.
Hey, Derek, your people are usually familiar with stone. You see anything about this surface that you might be able to assist us with?
Oh yeah, because the dwarf definitely knows things about stone. Looks
You
like
wanna be
Rixium.
stuck
Who's
here for
playing
a
Dark
fucking
tonight?
hour,
It's an
don't you?
archetype for a reason to me.
Yeah. It's an archetype, not a stereotype.
So he'll go. Derek will kind of step up a bit closer and have a look.
Okay. What would you? Let's see. Would you like to make an investigation check?
Don't do like
Doesn't he have a
stone
feature
fun
for that?
helps
Yeah.
them.
Nat 20 for a
Oh,
21.
yeah, there you go.
Not 20 for a 21. This is definitely. Okay. So this stone has been placed here. It's not part of the original, say, rockfall, but it does seem to serve a purpose. It does. Excuse me. Again, it radiates heavy conjuration magic, but it looks like it doesn't have any mechanical effect on the rockfall itself. If you'd like to make an Arcana check, this will be difficult for Derek, but you can
So
give it a go.
the symbol's on the rock, though, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, as he knows stonework, then would he know where he could hit a piece of it to break it and actually break the runic?
He could certainly try. It's heavily ensorcelled, so it would be quite difficult to break.
Put the spell up.
But you can certainly roll. You can pull it out and place it in the ground if you wish, and give it a belt to your hammer.
Is it a big rock or a small rock?
Yeah, probably about the size of maybe a dinner plate.
So fizz size. Got it.
Yeah.
And it's in like a pile, right?
Sorry.
It's in a pile, so he couldn't
Yeah.
just hit it there and then.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you don't have to take it out.
Step back.
He does those smith's tools rather than just whacking it. He literally wants to try and chisel like one of the runes so that it breaks the connection.
Okay, so as you do that, do you want to make the associated roll for your smith's tools? Is that a proficiency roll?
I think it's Dex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tools. Like I think with tools, you can generate logic what you want to use. But
I mean, if you want to use wisdom, I will allow it.
What about strength? Because it's a.
Yeah, you can use smith's tools. I feel like it's a little bit more sort of finely tuned than just belting it.
Okay, we'll do Dex then, will we?
Okay.
That's a 23.
23.
Nice.
You managed to chip away at some of the runes, and your detect magic is still up, Carrick, and you can feel now that the whatever magic was contained in this thing is now gone.
oh, we didn't need that. I want to look up and see is there any like sign of like a clearing at the top of that, like that rock fall that we can climb up onto.
Make a perception check.
Oop. Perception. I'm not great at these, but sure look. 5.
Okay, 5. No, hard to see. It doesn't look like there is. Just looks like a regular rockfall. Doesn't seem like anything has been sort of concealed or any secret entrance has been concealed there. If you do recall, these illithids would have been carrying carts full of adamantine. They would have been carrying, or sort of, they had prisoners as well. So definitely climbing up over things is not what they would have done to get in here.
I think we need to go through, definitely. I think this has been caved in on purpose to stop people from falling.
The cave-in looks very old, and as you feel like that rune would have been probably used by the Mind Flayers to grant access into to another part of this warren or this chamber or this subterranean complex. So
So he fucked it.
you definitely have destroyed whatever way in.
Would I be able to try
This one here.
to recreate the round, maybe? No.
It's
Haven't
been
seen it.
destroyed, unfortunately.
I think there's another tunnel to the north.
I'm going to move to Scales, though. Scales, what are we doing? Because I see your token wandering away.
Oh no.
Oh, Scales is just, since we've apparently hit a roadblock, Scales thought he would help by seeing if he could find another, well, not a door, but a passage that doesn't have rocks filling it.
Okay.
So that's what he's doing.
Okay, would you
He's
like
walking
to
around
make-
with his torches, just having a look.
Cool, Abula. Would you like to make a perception check?
Sure. 15.
15 Scales. Up here on this ledge, you do spy what looks like an old backpack.
Loot. Stuff.
How high
Things.
up is it?
It's about 15 feet high.
Does the wall look like it would be easily climbed?
It looks like it will be climbed. Not easily.
Oh, well, I do have rope.
Okay.
So I'm sure with my rope and all the knobbly bits on the wall, I could probably climb up there and have a look.
Okay, so what are you going to affix the rope or tie the rope to?
Oh, I'm just gonna like take the two ends of the rope, so it's like a skipping rope,
Yeah.
but longer, and I'm gonna like go like whoa, and then hope that the two ends don't come back down to me, that it gets caught on something.
Okay.
Also, like when you try to climb a pole to tie a swing onto it. You
So
see the
let's get
rope
let's get just a dexterity check for that, and then we'll do athletics with advantage in the way up, depending on how successful you are.
Dex 17.
17. Okay, looks good. You kind of give it a yank, and it stays in place. The rushing of the water. Now you are quite close to this this pool of water here, and as you sort of pull on the rocks. You can hear the water rushing out now, and the water of that pool there right behind you drops by about 60 feet. And there's a kind of a sucking noise as it does so, and then fills back up with a roar and a rush of waves. But Scales, you feel confident now. Can I get an athletics check with advantage, please? DC for this is 13.
Yay.
You can do this. That's
26.
a 26. Love it. Yeah, you make your way up the thing, and you reach in. You just manage to grab one of the buckles, and then you pull it towards you, and you grab the strap.
And is
Have you ever seen a mimic before?
Scales?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you haven't yet either. So, what would you like to do? Would you like to climb down with the bag?
Well, before he climbs down, because he always has the torch in his tail.
Yeah.
hooked, so he's going to just kind of maneuver it so he can kind of see into the ledge and see, is it maybe a passageway or is it just a ledge?
It is just a ledge, unfortunately.
Oh. Because he thought he was going to have great news to tell them that, like, guys,
Yeah.
I found another way, and that was going to be like the best moment.
You found free stuff, so that's also good news.
But yeah, no, he'll kind of loop the strap of the pack over his arm and then kind of shimmy back down the wall with his rope.
Okay. So you shimmy back down. You have it's a brown leather backpack. It has a number of side pockets and a back pocket and then a main pocket.
Okay. I think now that the excitement of finding the ledge and climbing up is over, I think he will actually realize, yeah, I'm right near the pool. So he'll probably just take his ill-gotten gains or well-gotten gains and go back over towards where the rest are and be like, I found a backpack.
Okay.
See what's inside.
Gonna move. Okay. We're gonna move up to Erixium and Mazellu and Derek and the rest of the guys. What are you guys doing?
Erixium is just going to start heading for the northern passage after.
Okay, cool.
The
As you walk up
realization.
again, you do hear, and you see those green yellowish pools again, just dropping to 40, 50, 60 feet, and then filling back up. And as you're walking over, these walkways become flooded now with that sort of that brackish looking water, but it doesn't affect you. You can make your way up to this thing here.
As the tide is rising and falling, you don't see the slime lord hiding in any gullies as it.
Oh,
falls.
would you like to make a perception check?
Yeah, I probably won't see him, but I'll try. There's a perception. There's a perception.
The Aboleth Slime Lord.
50.
That's a 15. Nothing sort of catches your eye yet.
Oh, okie dokie.
I'm going to stand where I am, and I'm kind of, like the attendants on the runways and that are like directing planes, like, this way. He's just standing there going, come on, let's go. Follow Erixium. Let's try
Okay,
the
so
other one.
directing them on there.
Dave?
Okay, yeah.
As I walk past and get an eye on the backpack Scales has, is there any glowy magic bullshit coming out of it?
I would imagine you're gonna have to spend another spell slot if you want.
Okay, at this point,
recast
fair
Detect
enough,
Magic.
You mean the backpack that Scales is in the process of opening and rummaging through?
Yes, I was trying to see if I could immediately see whether there's magic in it if my detect magic goes up, but if I can't, then I'm not spending another spell slot. So
You're not spending another spell slot. Cool. Erixium, back to you. You're gonna move up to the frontier.
Yeah, heading for the passage.
Okay.
Waking to Bob up as I go.
What's the story here then? Are we ready to go?
We're looking for the right way. Be wary.
Right, have you found the wrong way?
Yes.
Right, well that usually that aids you in finding the right way, if you get me. So we know which way is the wrong way, so the other one next way should be the right way, right?
no.
There could be multiple ways.
Oh, I see. Right, well, like there's many ways to skin a cat.
Exactly.
Is that the saying? Oh, I don't know. I got a bang in the head. All right then. So Rixium, you move up and you can see there is another cave in with another one of those very, very similar stones with a curious looking arcane sigil on it. And I will, if you fuck this up, I will apologize in advance to Ryan. And you'll find out why.
Erixium's just going to touch it.
Okay, you touch it, nothing happens.
I think I have another idea. It's going to take me 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'm going to try cast Identify on the sigil.
Okay.
So I'll pop down for 10 minutes, let scale, rummage through the bag, and then Ryan's doing that.
Okay. You can rummage through the bag. How would you like to rummage through the bag, Scales? Are you going to just reach your hand in and pull it out? Are you emptying it out? Turn it inside out? What do you do?
No, so pretty much as he's been walking up slowly behind the others, because he's obviously focused, he's opened the main section of the bag and kind of pulled the opening open, and he's kind of like, he can't really see all that well into it, so he's just kind of like reaching in to see what's in there.
Okay. As you reach in, you can see there is nothing in there. There's an empty backpack.
Oh.
I know what that is.
What are the side pockets then? I'll do the little side pockets next.
Nothing in there either. It's completely empty.
Oh, this sucks.
Throw it
But
down
it
the
is a
hole.
nice backpack. So he'll be like, I guess okay. So he'll take some of his pouches that he has, like his stone collection in, and his not lemons and stuff like that he's picked up, and he'll put some of that into the bag and close it up and pop it on his back.
Okay. No. You've put some of your stuff into the new backpack.
Yeah.
So do you now have 2 backpacks?
I didn't have a backpack before, I don't think.
You have a lot of stuff. How are you carrying that stuff?
Oh, I had an explorer's pack, yes.
Okay. So you're putting the backpack over the other backpack.
The
Yeah,
baby Bjorn.
basically.
It's on the front.
Yeah, on the front. Yeah.
It's
Excellent.
replacing Shane.
You're going to get new character art done up. Okay.
Side to the tail like you do with horses.
Yeah.
Saddlebags.
Yeah.
I don't think it would occur to Scales to put it on the front, like he had Scales or Shane mounted. So I think what he'll end up with is he'll have his main pack that was always there. It's probably a bit bigger, and then he'll have like put this one on, but it's probably sitting awkwardly, almost like on top of it, with the strap kind of like, instead of being like sitting the way they should, they're kind of coming up like this on him, and he's like, yeah, I got 2 bags.
A hitchhiker with a fucking sleeping bag that's not mounted correctly.
Yeah. Okay, moving back to Ren, Derek, Erixian, Mazzello, and Robert. What are you guys doing at Tabab?
Well, I'm taking the 10 minutes to cast Identify on this rock to see if I can figure out how to fix it.
We'll get back to you in a second then. The rest of you guys. Is there anything you'd like to do with that Discord? Would you like to wait until Ren casts Identify?
I was essentially making sure that Scales walked up safely and doesn't walk into a pool, because they're like that in the bag rather than watching where their feet are going.
Okay. No worries. Scales, you feel you feel 2 strong hands on your shoulders.
Correcting my gait every now and then.
Yes, indeed. And after that 10 minutes, Ren, you have successfully cast Identify on this thing. It is, it's not a magical item per se. It's not in a book. It is, so it's heavily ensorcelled with conjuration magic, but also psionic energy. And it requires you to have a link to something on the other side. It requires you to know it requires you to know the details of that link and be recognized by whatever counterpart it has on the other side. And it is a means of transportation.
I don't think we're going to be able to use this. It seems to require a link to the other side, psionic energy, and I don't think casting my mind out here is going to do me any favors, as Eric seems pointed out.
So what you're trying to say is it's a side gate. Okay.
I don't know what that is, but okay. I'm assuming it's some sort of portal that opens when you have a link to I don't know. I don't know if Ren knows what an elder brain is or anything like that, or a link to the colony. So that's going to be an issue.
Well, at least you're doing your part.
I have Mind Sliver as a cantrip. Can I cast that on it?
You certainly
Psionic
can.
cantrip. Yep. So I just reach out and blast a brief psionic energy at it, see if that does anything.
Okay, there is a flash, but there is no there is no sort of more activity.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that kind of confirms what Ren's there is more so than anything. It's like, yeah, so psionics are needed, and I don't think reaching into a hive mind is the best idea.
So, if we can't get in through the lower tunnel, and we can't get in through the upper tunnel, where else
Water.
can we go? Sorry,
Fucking water.
because I know from the Flying Orc guys, you hate underwater D&D shit.
Yes, I most
so do I.
certainly do.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh. Craig
It's
nearly
because it's got the
TPK'd
most-
us underwater once.
Of all of D&D, it's got the most bullshit fucking rules ever.
Yeah. It is there, and has anyone read the 2024 underwater rules? Have they improved?
No, they haven't.
Fucking hell!
Can-
Okay,
can we-
right,
can we
right,
cue
right.
up
You guys
the
can
Sonic-
read?
the-
What's that?
Can we cue up the Sonic underwater dying music?
Bloop, bloop. Yeah. I mean, you can just get on get in the fucking boat and go home as well, and say that you couldn't find them.
Don't even have to get in the boat. I could just draw a teleportation circle and get us halfway back.
Just
Where
making sure
to?
I've got water walk fucking prepared. Hang on.
You have walk.
Yeah,
That will get
Yeah.
you to the top very, very quickly.
exactly. That's the hope.
Yeah, okay. Make a fucking rocket.
Yep.
Right. Well, that I think realizing that they can't get through, Ren is kind of start like looking at the other little holes and trying to see if there's any more like offshoots.
In the walls.
No, like where the drops. If there's any like caves down there.
Oh, okay. Clever. I hadn't considered that, and that is a very, very good idea. Would you like to make a perception check on each of those pools then?
Yep. So 4 perception checks, is it?
Do you know, just give us one.
Okay.
Could
Well,
I
let's see.
assist? Because
You-
obviously I see what he's trying to do.
You can assist. So, I would say then.
Actually, Ren will say it out loud that he's doing this as well. Like, he's
Let's
not keeping
do-
a secret.
Yeah, let's do a perception check for each pool,
I'll take this one here closest to us. That's a
and
17.
you have the help action.
So advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
Fish for crits. It's perception for this one, and this is the second one, and then I'll roll advantage from here on. 7. So I'll
Oh,
take
okay,
17.
7. So that's at 17. Let's go for this
That's
Can
this
I
one
check
here
the
now.
next one then?
Okay.
one. Say again.
I'll check the next one then if we do it like
Yeah,
full turn.
cool. No worries. So this one here,
The 15.
a 15. Okay. Let's go for the middle one. Who would like to do the middle one?
You go for that.
Perception with advantage. Come on. 17 again.
Okay. Let's go 2 more with advantage. You guys can decide who is
I'll go for
each.
the one where the rock was on.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
thrown.
here.
That's a natural 20 for 28.
That's a natural 20 for 28. Okay, cool.
Would have
And
been,
then here.
would have been a 3, but it's a 17 again. Yeah.
17 again. Okay, so this will take about 5 or 10 minutes as you wander through, but it is as the water sort of sucks down. You see it's about 60, 70 feet down, Ren. You would be around here. Actually, I think it might be a Rixium that would sort of see what you're doing and then point it out. There is what looks like maybe a 10-foot tube or tunnel that heads east from here.
This is
That's where
fucking
that
awful.
fucker went.
Yeah, well, it looks like we're gonna have to go hunt them.
Well, I mean, are you hunting for the Slime Lord Aboleth,
Yes.
or are you hunting for the way in?
Both.
Okay, good to know, good to know.
If we run into it, we run into it. Like, you know, it's gonna have to die one way or another.
No, I see. Okay. So,
Does anyone have any ideas how we can get down there without getting drowned?
While they were doing that,
Yeah.
what's this goldy looking stuff?
where are you?
Up at the top.
That is gold.
Oh, okay.
Derek, go get it.
Is lumps of gold ore. You got lumps of it round the back.
Okay. For one, Scales isn't going to smash it with a hammer.
Okay, no worries. So, what would you like to do? How are you going to play this?
Can everyone swim?
I can
But-
sink till I hit the tunnel and then swim.
How quick? The water's receding like 20, 40, 50, 60 feet. Is it like in seconds or is it like
It's
a
in
slow
seconds.
flow?
It's like as the flow of the water moves out, you can see it will drop by about 60 feet in maybe 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Carriage, you're muted.
Right. Does anyone have the ability to shape earth? We can seal the tunnel behind us so that water doesn't come in.
Ooh.
Issue with that is if we seal ourselves in a chamber that's dead
Or
on
water.
the other side.
Yeah, we're fucked. Good point. Can I score? Do I have anything?
And the roar of this water is quite loud in this chamber. You almost find yourself sort of almost shouting to be heard as it rushes down and then flows back out and overflows over these walkways. Orexium, at one point, nearly taking you with it as the water rushes into one of the pools, but you manage to
It's times like
steady
this.
yourself.
It's times like this. It would have been great to still have the mud around. You could have turned into a fish or something and checked it out.
Yeah,
Well, actually,
we miss Lamud.
I can cast polymorph for free once a day.
Okay, what would you like to polymorph into?
It's 10 foot by 10. It's 10 foot tunnel, right?
I know it's
Is it about 10 footish?
it's a little bit bigger than that.
Okay, so I think what would for free is be low CR.
Are you
What's going on?
asking? Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah, Ren is thinking of ideas, like because he lives near a coastal enough area, but Ren's not the biggest fan of the sea, so he's sitting there he's like, anyone have any idea what I could turn into?
Why don't I suggest something like an octopod, something that can grip and grab and
Intelligent as well. I don't keep my mental faculties. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. And that's actually what Ren will do. He'll like step off and his ring of like feather falling will activate, and then as he's falling down into like an octopus or something.
Okay, cool. Let me copy you over there. Ren, as you flop down, as you kind of, are you waiting until the water comes in to go down with it, or you jumping down when it's low?
So I have ring of feather falling, so I fall slowly anyway. So I'm gonna start falling, and then as like the water starts to raise up to meet me, that's when I flash it and transform.
Okay, so as the water rushes up now, this sort of it's very, very deep tone is kind of it almost swallows you, and you drop the feather fall. You cast your polymorph and you turn into an octopus.
Yeah.
Let me just see if we have a little octopus here.
Here's Kobold's Press, 20th level Kraken.
There you go.
Yep. And then
I'm just gonna put that in your journal.
Yep. And then just the last thing the other see just is a little like thing flip up as a slough, and as he dives under.
Sorry, what did you say?
The last thing everyone sees is just kind of a little tentacle flips up towards the octopus's forehead.
Oh, salute! I thought you said something about a flute. I was like, what? Okay. Cool. Ren, as you do that, I'm going to copy and paste. So, as you drop down there now with your octopus or octopus eyes, you can see now this tunnel goes for about 60, 70, 80, 90, 120 feet, even longer, goes for about maybe 240 feet. And there are sort of jagged, what look like when this would have been not flooded, a couple of stalactites that still haven't broken off. You probably could walk in this if it weren't flooded. And you're pretty sure that the largest member of your party could probably walk through this as well, as you sort of pulse through. Ren, I'm going to move you over to somewhere.
Oh no.
Maybe he can open the door from the other side.
Maybe.
After a while, and maybe a little bit of traveling, I'm going to move you over here.
I think the fact an octopus is an intelligence of 3 is just wildly inaccurate.
Oh, they're super intelligent.
Yeah.
Okay, Ren, can you see where you are now?
Just 1 second.
all in the green.
Yeah, I can.
So, Ren, as you Octopus Ren, as you sort of bloop, 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 you push through. You hear you kind of your one tentacle just kind of breaks the surface, another one breaks the surface, and your little eyes pop up, and you hear this. You see this small little creature sitting at the entrance. It's like a big brain, a little brain on legs. It seems to be, for all intents and purposes, asleep. Hey, phone! I have the same one.
And then can I see beyond it to see that there's like flagstones and stuff underneath it?
You can see there's flagstones, and it looks to be some sort of chamber.
Do I try to drown the intellect devourer? No, because I've an intelligence that's not high enough to deal with one of these things right now. Yeah, with that, Ren kind of knows that the other side is definitely where we need to go, and he's just gonna flop back down into the water and back to the party.
All right, so let's move you back there now. You guys, you're probably about maybe 5-10 minutes, and you see Octopus Ren pop back up.
Yep. As I kind of wait for the water to come back up, and then I flop onto the side, and then just like probably coughing and slurring,
slapping sound. Yeah.
Yeah, coughing and slurring as Ren just kind of reforms, and it looks like very painful, probably, and he probably vomits out a bit of water, and then he's like, "Yep, definitely down there."
I walk over to Rixie.
How quickly did Ren turn back from when you flopped onto the shore as the octopus? How quickly
it's like 6 seconds. It turns. It's about 6 seconds.
Okay, cool.
So if Scales tried to pick Ren up, Scales go.
No, pretty much because when you were all talking about the plan and Ren went down, Scales was overlooking at a tree root. So if Scales had wandered back over, he might have thought this was the creature coming back, and he might have tried to smush you. But
I would have just turned back into Ren anyways. But yeah.
You turned back quickly enough, so I don't think that's an issue.
Okay, Ren flops back out on the desk, on the ground as an octopus, and this painful metamorphosis or transformation occurs as we move to Scales, who was over here investigating these narrow. Oh, you're moving back.
Yep. Well, no, I was just figuring I had been investigating this, but in all the time Ren was away, I probably went and regrouped.
Yeah. They seem to be they seem to be growing out of the rock. They almost remind you of like a giant lump of ginger, curiously sort of gnarled and mangled, and as you kind of run your hand over them, they've got this sort of rough and coarse feel to them.
Can I cut a slice off them and see if it smells like ginger?
You can cut a slice off. It doesn't smell like ginger. It smells quite acidic and almost citrusy, but there's a sweetness to it as well.
Huh.
They're not trees.
Not a tree.
Walking like it.
It's not a tree.
Yay.
Yeah, I think that the next most natural thing when you thought it looked a bit like ginger, but it doesn't smell like ginger and it smelled kind of like a treat, is that he will, lick it. He'll do that tentative kind of like.
Okay. Can I get a Constitution
not like a
save?
Full-on dog lick or anything, but like.
That's okay. That's enough. Just a Constitution save, please.
All you need is the tip.
The
Poison dart frog is this.
Yeah, it's just a tiny dart frog. Just a blip. Death by licking a tree root, guys. This is
+7 is exactly what you needed. 15 was the DC. You feel your tongue go a little bit numb, but not so much as it affects your speech. But it's definitely does. It's not pleasant.
Numb tongue?
A little bit numb tongue.
Paralysis.
But
Okay.
as you look down at your hand, you feel like you can. It doesn't look as solid as it did.
The hand that was holding it, or?
Well, no, just whatever hand you wish to look down at first. You can see it. It looks almost a little bit for a second like you can see through it, and then it's grand.
If Robert with his massive passive perception catches this, he might go over and investigate that.
You can certainly try, yeah. Would you like to go over?
I would assume he would, yeah. So
Okay.
he might cut off a few slices of it, and just for later use.
Okay.
Some invisibility route. I'll add that to the bag of holding.
It's not invisibility route.
No.
It's called gnome wart.
Gnome wart. Okay.
Gnome wart. Gnome. Gnome wart.
Yeah, gnome wart.
I think there's a misinterpretation of what the DM was saying and what you're picking up there, bud.
Yep. A little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, Scales was tripping. Okay.
Hey,
It's
there we
LSD,
go.
basically, yeah.
Yeah, still useful. Yeah. Robert will still take it.
Okay,
Gnome
cool.
wart.
It's gonna like
We can spike the mind flayers. If they start tripping balls, they can't use psychic powers against us.
so Scales's trousers are a bit rough, especially after all the traveling. So he's just gonna rip a bit of the bottom off one of the legs, and so he can wrap his slice in it.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, that's easy to do. It's wrapped up. Are you going to put it in your... Which backpack are you putting it in?
Well, you see, he normally keeps his edible stuff in little pouches on his belt
edibles.
for easy access. So
Scales, don't eat the green root.
yeah, I think he's going to put it into one of the pouch that he would have like at one point in time kept his donut in. This little wrapped up package is going to go into that pouch.
So,
Okay,
so,
good to know.
so Scales is going to accidentally make a space donut.
I'm loving the
cool.
idea that at some point Scales is going to break the modified memory by having a bad trip.
Oh yeah.
This isn't Limbus bread.
Yeah. There are several ways.
Just all of us
That
standing
is
in a
one.
circle around Scales trying to keep him calm.
Okay, so back to the gang here then. What are we doing? Are we jumping down? Are we going for it?
So as Ren kind of pops back up, he's going to describe what he saw. And does Ren know what an intellect of error is?
How would you like to make it? History or Arcana?
I'll make Arcana because, yeah, I'm a wizard.
When Rowan pops back up, Mazzelli just walks over to Eryxium, puts the silver piece in his hand and says, "Looks like you won."
Huh?
It's okay, Ren. What was down there?
But Ren's like visibly confused by that, and then he's gonna be like, brain thing, like legs, arms, snoring. I think it's with a 20. Do I know it's an
Yeah,
intellect error?
you've heard of. I mean, they're like
Wizards would be aware
stuff
of
of
these, I feel.
nightmares for wizards.
Pretty sure it's an intellect of error. The little tiny brain dog thing. Pretty
You looked.
Dog?
No, it was an octopus.
No, you said a dog.
No, it's not an actual
you
dog.
pet.
It's like a little creepy brain thing that'll eat your brain, eat your like intelligence. Scales, stay the fuck away from it. It will kill you very quickly.
Okay, but it's not a dog.
And
No.
if it doesn't kill you, it will replace your brain with itself, and then you won't be around anymore.
Yeah, you'll be it, and it is bad. It's like the mind flayer, you know the tentacle face guys we fought a while ago that were floating and were creepy. They were
Yeah.
trying to kill us. It's like they're, you know, some bad people have hounds that they set on you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like their version of that.
Oh, so it is like a dog.
Yes, but
Yeah,
it's
but
an
no.
evil dog.
Yes,
How far away was
it's
the
a monster.
super evil dog?
It's like right on the edge where we'd have to come out of the water.
It was asleep though. It definitely. Oh, my voice there. It was asleep.
It was
was
sleeping.
asleep,
Yeah, Ren didn't
though.
communicate that it was snoring. So
Yes,
it was sleeping. So honestly, Eryxium, we could, if we can get you close enough, you can probably stab it directly in its brain.
I mean, I
Where
did make
is it?
snoring noises, but I'm not sure.
It's
what season
the
was
tunnel's about. It took me what 10 minutes.
that? No, it would have taken you maybe about
5 there, 5 back.
3 or 4 there, 3 or 4 back.
Yeah, it's about 3 minutes that way. And
Actually, no,
right-
sorry, it would have taken you less than probably just under a minute because you had a swim speed.
Oh, I had a sprint speed of 30 feet. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hang on,
so
you went in the water, but
Yeah.
before you said I couldn't go in the water to stay away from it. So can we go in the water now?
It didn't seem to burn me as an octopus. I just more so meant the water is rising and sinking very fast. You might have gotten stuck in the water.
Scales is going to stick his foot in the water.
oh, scales! As you stick your foot in the water, it's you waiting until this comes up. This surge of brown and yellow brackish looking water just puts it up and you take off your you don't have a boot. You put your foot in it. doesn't feel nice. It's kind of, if you've ever put your hand in sort of stagnant water and there's slime that comes out of it. There is a kind of a layer of slime and filth and disgusting sort of film that is now attached to your foot. But apart from that,
Didn't burn though.
It's not
It doesn't
necrotic
burn.
like the previous water.
no, it's not necrotic like the Obsidian Expanse.
This seems to be
side.
separate to the ocean out there.
When the water dips down as far as it does
Yeah.
it leave that cavern open?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure every single one of us has it, but one of us would definitely have it.
Has somebody got a
Yes.
force field?
I'm gonna grab a piton and my warhammer,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna basically jam it into the rock where we're standing. Like if this is where the hole is, I'm gonna jam it in here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tie the rope to it.
At the top.
Yeah,
Yep.
and suggest to everyone when the water starts to go down, I'm gonna throw the rope down, slide down into the tube, run as far along as you can before the water gets back up. And if you hear the water or you feel it on your feet, take a fucking deep breath.
Yeah, it's like every few seconds. I think it's doable. It's just there's a lot of spikes down there, so that might hurt.
Does the tunnel fill with air?
Yes, it does.
It did when I was down there.
No.
I suffocated briefly for a few seconds, and then I didn't.
Might be
It's
a
pretty
case we
weird.
can get to the other side before we even get wet if we're quick
I
enough.
don't think it's a bit
And-
longer than that.
Something's sleeping on the other side.
It's outside. It's out of the water, and that thing that's sleeping, we need to kill it before it wakes up. Ideally,
So we have to go down the rope really fast with the water and then run as fast as we can down this tube with all the spikes in it and
Does
hold
anyone-
breath if it floods and not wake the sleeping dog
Does-
thing up.
anyone have a water breathing spell?
Sounds about right, Scout.
I'm saying that you're definitely going to have to hold your breath towards the end of it.
Hmm.
If we
Yeah.
hold our breath,
Yawn.
and break
That's
the water
doable.
the other side quietly as possible,
No, it's
it
different.
might still be able to make a sneak attack onto this creature.
Hmm. I think Robert take the lead now.
Are the spikes like the spikes
Yeah.
that you were afraid were going to eat you?
No. They're just regular sort of, and they're not so big. They're just like stalactites, but they're not so big as to sort
Okay,
of
yourself.
impede your progress. They're noticeable. You can scooch around them, but I mean
Okay,
they
I
would
thought-
if the tunnel were not flooded, you wouldn't be able to make it through in a full run. You would have to stop and scoot around.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
will slow you down a little bit, but they're not that obstructive.
I thought the implication was that like you'd be getting impaled if the water.
Not at all. No.
Okay.
Erixium is
like the
going
idea
to grab the loose end of the rope off Mazzello and just step off the lip and walk his way down the wall to the tunnel with the rope.
Okay.
Yep.
So you are
As
going
the
to wait
water's
till...
approaching, he'll take a breath.
Okay, cool. So as you take the so you are going to rappel down.
No, cast spider climb and then just walk down the wall.
Oh, you're
with
just
the
going to
rope.
walk down. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So here we go. So the water. So as you wait, as the water swells up again, it washes over the sides of these sort of narrow walkways, and then you can see it begins to sort of sink down again. Now,
Hate shouting at us. We're crampons.
crampons. As it sinks down, Erixium, can I just get an athletics check, please, just to see how fast you can sort of run down here? Just to get a general flavor. 8. Okay, it's not pretty. You do manage. You kind of.
But to be fair, like he's
Yeah.
not running when the water recedes, like, because he can just glue himself to the wall. He'll just
Oh, you're going down when the water's.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, like it's going up and down so often, like he'll just bolster himself as the wave's about to hit him. Continue a
Yeah.
few steps.
Well, it will come up and it will wash over, and there'll be about maybe 10 seconds.
Yeah.
11, 12, 13, and then it will wash down, and maybe 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, maybe sometimes 10 seconds, and it will just surge back up again. In this occasion, yeah, you can hold your breath and you can make it down, and you're holding your breath now, and this water is it's black and brown and yellow, and it's very, very thick. and you can feel this sort of slime coat your whole body and your face and your eyes. It's uncomfortable and it's painful to open your eyes to try and see where you're going. There is a kind of a stinging sensation, but through this, through occasional sort of clearing of your eyes and your sense of touch, knowing what's down there, you do make your way to the top of this passageway, and then the water washes down now, and you can see inside the water washing out of this long tunnel. Are you going to do a legger, or what are you doing?
I was going to hold the rope to guide the rest of them.
Okay, no worries.
So
the water goes
probably
in.
going to go down after him because
Would
sneak attack
you
and
like
this thing.
roll me a d20? This is the amount of seconds the water will stay down below.
Dave, when the water is down, how much below the level of this tunnel is it?
It's about another 20, 30 feet.
And does it look shallow, or does it look like there'd still be a decent amount of water down
It
there?
looks like there's a very decent amount of water down there.
I think while this is happening and you're figuring out how long it is, Scales is going to just cannonball down after. Like, he's going to literally, curl up, cannonball down into the water.
Okay.
There's a second where Mazzeli, just reaches out the hand to grab them, and he's like, okay.
And it's just the Aboleth.
I can't be bothered working with those fucking torches. Do you want to move your token to tell me where you're going to cannonball down to?
So he's here, and Erixium's putting the rope down there, right?
The gap
where
of
the
the
cave
water
is
is
down.
there.
Okay, so
Sorry,
Scales is just
there.
going to there. Okay, so he'll have take. I'm going to get rid of the torches because they won't work underwater anyway.
Excellent.
He's going to have taken a little bit of a step back, and he's going to just run, and jump out across the water. He's, he should be able to get about that far, and then
Easily. Okay,
Hand
Scales,
ball
you
down.
run, and you jump. You can see Mazzella reaching a hand out for you, his eyes wide with concern and maybe a hint of irritation. I'm not sure.
I assumed he was already down there. Oh, Erixium.
Erixium is.
Right, yeah.
And so the water sinks down as you jump, and you find yourself falling through the air 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet, 60 feet. Plunk. And you slosh into this dirty green and yellow water, and you can hear now maybe Ren or Dara calling after you, but then it just gets that very abstract and sort of bassy kind of sound as your ears are filled with water, and you sink Scales down maybe another 40 feet down. What would you like to do?
Oh, swim up.
Okay, you're going to swim up.
The Scales know which way is up.
I think everyone knows which way is up unless
Someone
someone casts a reverse
once
gravity
you
spell on you.
settle, you can feel where the pull is, and you.
Yeah, I'm happy to say that you make your way up now, and as the water washes back up, you can see Erixium kind of standing there, perched on the side of this tunnel now, holding his breath. And you can, if you'd like to make an athletics check, you can try and grab on.
Yeah.
Robert, Derek, Ren,
15.
to Bob, come
That's
here
easy,
to me.
yeah.
Yep. Okay. Then they all will.
So once I get all of them around me, I cast Water Walk on us. We step out onto the water, and as it lowers down like an elevator, we just step off of it into the tunnel.
Excellent.
Ren will say it to Bob, and he's like, "Look, I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but please, like, when we get out of there, stay quiet. Let Robert do his thing."
Battle!
You shut up. Don't do that again. Come on.
What?
And
So to
then
make an intimidation or persuasion check.
I'm not much for intimidating people, so.
Erixium is though.
Dirty 20.
He kind of looks a little bit sulky. He's right then, play it your way.
At some point, it'd be right for you to scream and shout, but this isn't it.
Right, so
Robert's actually going to try and make his way to the front of the pack there, and he's going to try to take the lead on this because he wants to try assassinate this thing before it gets a chance
okay,
to
no problem. So
communicate.
you are going to use water walk. You all step out. It's a very, very strange and unsettling sensation. I believe this is the first time any of you have used the water
we
walk.
never used it.
So it's kind of a leap of faith, and you step out in the water and you almost do that kind of thing where you're on a high ledge and you get down your hands and knees, and you feel the water recede now quite a pace, and you drop. Can I get acrobatics or athletics checks from all of you? And I'll give you 2 goes at this. When you go down and when you come up, presuming that you want to get it on the way down, because when you come up, the water will fill. So, let's go with acrobatics or athletics.
I will say
That's
that
for
this
Robert.
was the exact reason why I had the rope there, to give us a guideline, like holding on to the guideline out kind of thing. As to
Okay, well, let's do it with advantage then, because I like that idea.
what did you say? Athletics, was it?
Athletics or acrobatic, whatever you like.
Robert
Ren,
has
we have an
11.
11.
That's Robert's.
Oh, sorry, okay.
16
Ryan is
for
rolling
Mazzello,
out.
DC for this is 12.
and 16 for me and Derek, essentially.
Okay.
Acrobatics, I'm not good at those. Ren's got advantage, right? From the rope, 17, and then Robert fails with an 11. But sure, don't rogues have a thing where they can't roll below a certain thing for that, for things they're proficient in?
He's a multi-class, so is he at that level?
Yeah.
I don't know if he has reliable talent.
Reliable
I don't
talent,
know.
is it?
Yeah, I don't know what level they get that.
No, let me. It should be on the
Is it
card.
his
Give me 1
sheet?
second.
It's not on the sheet,
Yeah, it's
isn't
not.
it?
If it's not on the sheet, it ain't. Cunning
Also,
action
you have to
here.
roll for to Bob as well, don't forget.
Yeah, we'll do. No, there's no reliable talent there. Okay, here we go. Coming at you like Cleopatra for to Bob, the bladed Blarter. So let's go with athletics, I think. Ooh, do +8 in this. How can you fuck that up?
23, fuck yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, to Bob, and you can see he holds his breath, and almost he's taking a big deep breath in, almost to hold his breath in case of the water, but also to try and convince himself not to make too much noise. It's almost like he's holding his voice in as much as he's holding his air in. So the water drops down. Everyone makes it into the tunnel. Would you like to roll a 1d20 to see how many seconds it takes for this tunnel to fill up?
I'm not rolling it.
It's a 13. 14. No.
I got there first. 14.
Mine's first on my end.
Oh. What's first on Dave's end?
Yeah.
Sorry, say again?
Both of us rolled at the same time, and it's just me first on
So
my
we'll
end. It's
okay. So I'll tell you what. Roll a Sticks. Welcome in.
Howdy.
Would you like to roll? Ren, you can roll luck check on a d20, and if you get odds, we'll take the 13. If you get evens, we will take the 14.
Okay, so
Things you both rolled at the same time.
Yep. 17.
Okay, so we're going to go odds. So we're going to take 13 seconds.
It's 2
So,
turns. You get 60
that is that's 2 turns. So are you double dashing? What? Betray everyone and keep the ring.
That's 120 feet, so yeah.
It's 120 feet.
Yeah, double dash,
okay.
and then Robert will triple dash on
Triple
each of his
dash.
turns.
Okay, cool. Rightio. So I'm going to copy and paste you all.
I will say,
Yeah.
As a point of order, I'd be going last because I can't double dash as I cast light on my Warhammer to give us a little bit of light at the back end so that they can see going forward, but it doesn't shine out past Robert.
Okay, cool.
Vision.
By torches.
I now have dark vision,
Yeah,
so I
your
don't need
torches
it.
have
Yay.
officially died. But yes, that's no problem at all. So we're looking at the water will it will rush past you, Mazzello, and fill up a little bit. So, but I mean, you can hold your breath.
Would that not propel us forward a bit as well?
I mean, if you wish to be off your feet and off balance, then you can let the water take you. But it may shoot you out in a very non-stealthy and painful manner. What was I saying?
About holding your breath.
Yes, thank you. So you can hold your breath for 1 minute plus your con modifier, I believe.
We should
yeah,
all get
sounds
through
good
for the
then.
most part, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I don't think. Okay, cool. So that should be easy enough to do. I'm going to move you all over now, and you are. I'm going to require group stealth checks with advantage because you're in the water. There's not much clanking going on.
Can I add that Robert would be substantially further ahead because of the.
Are you happy to
triple
just do
dash?
Robert first? Okay, well let's
I
just
would
place
be.
everyone in.
I think that's fair because he was that much further.
Yeah,
ahead.
that's
Yeah,
absolutely
and-
fine. Let me just. I have 2 rounds. God help the world. We only need 1. That's too many fireballs.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of the. Let's get rid of the squid. There's Ren. There's Robert. I'm gonna move to Bob and everyone over. Those fucking auras are a pain in the hole. They're great, but
So
on roll 20 they are a bit of a pain in the hole.
Robert
directly.
has that
Okay.
mask that lets him go invisible, doesn't he?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. So ring of invisibility. So he's going to activate that as he starts to come out,
Okay.
and that's going to give him advantage on this. And then he's going to stealth.
So that's your stealth.
Well, that's a survival, sorry.
We'll do another roll
I don't know why he's heavy armor, but yeah.
because he's wearing heavy armor now.
Oh, is he? So it's
Yeah.
13.
You
it's
had
13.
advantage. There's no such thing as double advantage, unfortunately, but you did have advantage anyway
Oh,
because
yeah.
of the fact that you were in water. But if you are in heavy armor, buddy, you're.
Would the first advantage not cancel out the disadvantage and then advantage again from the invisibility?
No.
No.
No, I was just.
Don't
I'm
think
not
it's
sure
double
how that works.
advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, just with the multiple stacking.
Do you
Yeah,
still
so-
have water walk on you?
I would
Yeah.
assume so. Yeah, he'll pop out.
Oh,
He's
you're gonna
invisible.
shoot out like a motherfucker then. So Robert, as the water propels you out of the tube and into this, the water swells up, and as you enter this chamber with the water, you are shot up like a fucking bottle rocket,
Invisibly
And-
though.
invisibly. But there is a clang as you hit the ceiling 20 feet up. You are going to take 2d6 points of bludgeoning damage because it's like a reverse fall. That's a 7, and there's a heavy clang. Let me just see what this thing's
Is there
passive
any
perception.
chance I heard that and have worked out what it was?
Would you like to give me that's what would we roll for this? I think maybe
My
let's do
passive is
perception to
80.
see if you've heard it,
Okay,
and we'll figure it out then.
25.
Fucking hell. Okay, you've heard it. So I'd say roll
Insight?
roll intelligence with an advantage or a flat wisdom.
I still think I'd go for a flat wisdom, to be honest.
I think you would. Yeah. Can you move the mic a little bit
Natural
closer to
20
you?
for 24.
Fucking hell. What? Yeah, you figured out what that was.
Okay, I'm timing it to
Yeah.
shut it off the second we come out the pipe so we get that lift to the surface, but no fucking more.
Okay, no worries. Robert, clang, bunk. And that is no problem. You're successful with that. I'm gonna have a look at this little brain doggo and see what his passive perception is.
I feel like that was a waste of a natural 20, but
No. Not necessarily.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so it kind of stirs a little bit now. As anyone wants to see this thing, it is a little tiny intellect devourer. It's making snoring noises, but it's impossible. Sorry, it's difficult to see. I mean, even if it has any kind of respiratory system, but maybe it heard
Psychic
snoring
snore.
noises before and it's just replicating them. It's hard to know, but it kind of does this little, kind of stands up a little bit, turns around a couple of times, walks in circles, and then just sits down again.
no
Dave,
scales, you can't keep one as a pet.
do you remember what the drow poison darts? Oh no, they're from the crossbow. He doesn't have them. Yeah, so actually he's gonna just try sneak attack this with a dagger. So silver dagger
Okay.
returning.
Yeah, so as the spell is cancelled, you sink. You're wearing heavy armor.
Yeah, but can he throw it on his way down?
I feel like that's going to be a disadvantage, big man, because like you've been slammed against the ceiling.
Yeah.
You're falling back down. I mean, it's a very difficult shot to take. So,
Fair enough. He won't make the throw then if that's the case.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
still a
yeah,
straight throw, though, isn't it? So that's a 10. Does a 10 hit it?
Doubt it's gonna hit. So
it depends on whether you want to decide.
I don't think he would have made the throw if he was gonna be like that hard to aim or anything while falling.
Okay, so you splash into the water now with a heavy splash. I'm going to give this thing just a flat perception check here and see if that wakes it up. Because it's now... Oh, it's a nat 1 for a 3. Dice gods are with you tonight. Yeah, Robert, you begin to sink now. I'm happy to say that you take in a deep breath and but you do sink the 60 feet to the bottom. I don't know how you feel like you're going to get up, but you are wearing heavy armor. If you'd like to make athletics checks, it's going to be a very difficult swim.
Yeah, I don't know with that actually. What Robert would do. I suppose athletics checks is going to be what's necessary, but he's shit at these.
I mean, if you want, you could. Okay.
I'm not gonna remove Joe's
The
armor.
12 is not
really
bad. That gets you a little bit of the way up. I would imagine Robert's intelligent enough to maybe try and move to one of the walls and climb the wall.
That's probably what he's gonna do, and then try acrobatics.
Okay,
as well.
so let's just say after maybe about 2 or 3 rounds, you manage to scrape your way up to one of the walls there. There is a little bit of noise being made now. Anyone in heavy armor is going to sink to the bottom. Hold on, you need to just relax there, little dog.
Ooh, actually, so what? That's Mazelli Dart. Oh, fly. That's it. No, I don't have a spell slot for that. Money.
Rixium just walk up the wall with a rope and assist the rest of them.
That is no problem at all. But this is, you're close to waking this thing up now. What would you like to do? I mean, the people scraping up the wall, climbing up.
As Robert
Coffin.
gets his way up at some point, can he then try steady aim and, or no, not steady, maybe just truck, like straight throw?
You're just gonna what? Just
Yeah,
pop a firebolt or something.
No, I think Robert is still going to try as he climbs his way up to what's his feature?
Those of us who aren't in heavy armor would have just been bobbing along like corks on the top of the water, though, right?
So
Yeah.
he's gonna use his bonus action to do this.
Okay.
So can I get a deception check from this thing?
I would imagine if it's asleep, it would fail that.
Fails. Yeah. Okay. And then so what I'm gonna do is that gives me advantage
Okay.
to get my sneak attack.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna silver dagger of returning this thing.
Okay.
Not 20.
Okay. Robert, as you you're holding in the coughs and the splutters, as you sort of one hand over the other, just claw your way out of this thick brown and green water. And you sort of make your way up to you breach the surface, looking over your shoulder now, clinging onto the wall. Put the silver dagger returning in your teeth. You reset your position on the wall, sort of lean out, take it out, and over your shoulder. Sinks into this creature. What's your total damage?
Yeah, that's 17 plus 16, so that's 33 plus 5 plus 1 is 39. Surely it's not surviving a 39. Yeah.
Squelch. And you can see the thing kind of stumbles around for a split second and then just falls into the water and drifts down. Floats down to the bottom. What floats down to the bottom? Sinks down to the bottom. Robert, what would you like to do?
Yeah, so if people are starting to come out, then Robert will kind of thumbs up to signify that it's dead. And then
Okay, we are an hour and a half into our stream. I think this is a good time for us to take a break. Thanks to everyone for sticking with us. We will see you in about maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and for the second part, as all on scales, I would hold on there for 1 second there, big man. Let's go back to where you were. And we'll do that on the second half of episode 73 of the Sopherone Saga.
Somebody else is welcome to go first.
I can see
see
2
you
things
guys.
from where I am, so yay.
See you in a minute.
Welcome back. Welcome back to part 2 of episode 73 of the Sopherone Saga. We are down beneath the surface of Sopherone in the Underdark, where our characters and our friends and our heroes, have just one-shotted an intellect devourer. So
We devoured it.
indeed, as you attempt to infiltrate this mind flare colony, how successful do we think we are before we set off the alarm? Ren, you can see now, as the water laps up onto this surface here, there's a broken through wall. And through it you can see what looks like plinths and arcane areas of work. Actually, what you can see there, let me see where you are. Yeah, you can see what looks like 2 illithids with their backs to you. Currently, one is poured over a table or a workbench full of potions. The other one is working on some sort of curious device here. You see a corner of what looks like a wooden workbench lit by some sort of arcane magical means. And over here, there's another, looks like to be some sort of high enough cabinet kind of thing that sort of turns the corner of the wall, providing a kind of walkway as such that you could maybe sneak through or sneak around. It's up to you. How would you like to play
He's
this?
going to turn briefly and just go, and as he does, he reaches across using his shadow touched feet, drags his hand across his face as like almost a spectral image of his spectre mask forms around him, and he vanishes as he casts invisibility on himself.
Okay. Cast invisibility. Are you going first then?
I'm hiding there, and then I will use my own thing to say, and like just people in the party will hear briefly and be like, apologies, don't want to speak out loud, 2 mind flayers in the room ahead of us.
Okay.
As he kind of speaks in their head.
What are we doing?
Yeah, and then he'll like, I'm leaving this line of communication open. If you need to speak, I'll relay the messages.
Okay, so Ren's doing kind of an earring of sending.
No, he has his telepathic feat that he's using to the party members.
Yeah, but so like you're like
I'm acting as if one, yeah.
Parties. Yeah. Okay, cool.
I've essentially just like basically done like a Skype call, but like in my head.
All right.
And then he'll say to Robert to try position himself to take a stealthy shot. So Robert's going to use his probably ring of invisibility and start sneaking over if he can. Like,
so move your token to where you want to go.
That'd be a good idea if we can all get together. I'm saying this in my head.
Oh, sorry.
We do a secret, like we all get one shot kind of thing.
and that's maybe the idea if we can all get in at once. But
So can I get out of the water now?
just 1 second, Scales. Let Robert go first in position, and then Ren's going to get Robert to go. He goes invisible, and he's going to try stealth. So I'll make a stealth check first. With the advantage.
Give me a stealth check.
Even because he's wearing heavy armor. Because rogues. Come on. That's an 18 or an 18.
An 18. Okay, so okay. And one of these, you can see as you're stealthing in, one of these guys begins to walk in. And they are wearing these heavy robes that go right down, these sort of metal breastplates. And you can see these, there's these slick, very, very moist looking purple heads with these sort of orange flaring dots for eyes. And these tentacles are sort of, they just kind of writhe out, almost like a snail's little pointers, sort of feeling the air around them. They're constantly moving. They're constantly sort of searching the air around this creature, and you can't see its feet. So it almost looks like it's gliding in.
Robert makes a mental note for ideas for his next book.
Yeah, nice. As it dips in, Robert, this one begins to glide over now towards this machine. It pulls 2 levers, and you can hear the clunk, clunk, clunk. A loud hiss, as that green light there begins to kind of flare up. You can see the tentacles almost like quiver with excitement. What would you like to do?
So Robert's going to try
Let's
and
just
get
see what its passive perception is. It is no reason to think anyone's come in. Its passive perception is 16.
Yeah, so Robert's going to try and get to here and just hide behind the, like, crouch down behind.
Okay,
Just get
yeah,
in the
you can
room.
certainly do it. Move your token. Yeah.
Yeah.
You make it in now. Robert, what's your passive perception?
It's massive. It's 20.
20.
5? No, the red is red. Red's passive perception, isn't it?
Red is passive perception.
25.
25. You can see this pipe here.
Yep.
You spot a kind of royal blue piece of fabric. And it looks like, from your point of view, from where you're standing, without going over to investigate, it looks like one of the badges or the insignias of the Platinum Dragon that the guards wore. Looks like you might have ripped it off and thrown it under here.
Yeah, using the mind link, Robert's probably gonna relay that back to everybody,
Okay.
and he's gonna stay. He's gonna move to this corner and stay hidden. Do you want me to make a hide action or the 18 stealth?
I think we'll keep the 18 for the moment.
Yeah.
What are the rest of you doing?
Ren's invisible,
Well-
so logically he'll go next. If
Scales
whatever
is
he
waiting.
wants.
Scales just treading water.
Treading water until the now invisible people he can't see anymore are out of the way.
Yep.
So yeah, I suppose I'll play stealth then. Please be good. 18. So yeah, exactly the same as Robert.
Okay, no worries. Yeah. So Ryan's
Ryan's
going to
gonna-
scoot in. Which way are you going?
Around the other side. So Ren's gonna go this way, and same crouch down behind.
Okay, you will need to crouch. This area here is it's completely clear. You could put your legs under it and you can crawl under it. So you will be seen if you're crouching down on the center part. But the
He's invisible, so.
Oh, of course, yeah. But just for
I
general
mean, he might.
sort of-
I don't know if invisibility casts a shadow or anything. So.
No,
but
it
yeah.
doesn't. No. But if anyone's following you, you can see through this part here.
Yeah.
Okay,
So he's gonna-
move along there.
Yeah, he's gonna get to kind of alt into here, and then he'll be like,
Okay.
"We have, like both sides of the room covered.
Okay.
We can see that there's only the two,
Yeah.
and then there's another intellect tower down here. So Ryan will see.
Yeah,
I'll
you can
call
see he's just sitting there. It looks to be guarding the door.
It's just one of them left the room. Then is it?
One of the Illithids left the room and went through this corridor here.
Yep. Okay, yeah, Ryan will be like, "Now's as good a time as any. We'll get ready to strike."
Oh shit. Okay. What are the
If
rest of you
others
doing?
are.
So
He's
Scales will
communicating
hear
back.
that and he'll swim on out of the water.
Okay.
So he'll come out. How tall did you say this was?
You're looking about 12 feet high. The ceiling in here is about
Oh.
15, 20 feet high.
Okay, so that I can actually hide behind that. So then Scales will attempt to stealth his way to over here. Or there. Or come on.
Okay, can I get a stealth
There.
check, please, from Scales?
Stealth. Okay. 9. Hang on a second. Let me put Scales back here. As he goes to creep.
Scales, yeah. You trip over one of these loose rocks here, and it skitters all the way across here and hits this desk with a clang. This creature here now turns around and looks and is
Rob-
eye to eye with you now, Scales, again. You see this moist purple alien-like face, these tentacles, and it reaches down into its robe, and its other hand
Hi.
points at
Robert
you.
chuck a dagger as that happens.
Robert, you are not going to be able to see over this. This is like 12, 13 feet high.
Okay.
I'll step out of the water because I was making my way around.
Yeah.
And walk up and just go. A barbarian, a cleric, walk into a tower. Fuck you. And I cast Guardian Bolt at it.
Okay, so what I'm going to say is you can do that on your turn. Just given the Scales gave the game away, there is no surprise here. So what we will do is, first off, I will get the turn order up. I'll clear it. I always forget fucking clear the turn order.
No, same man, it's the worst.
Remove
I
all
wish
of
you would all clear at the end of a session.
That would be great. No, it would be shit if you were doing a combat and
Mid combat, I suppose, yeah.
Okay, cool. First off, let's get everyone to roll initiative. Second off, I think we're going to change the music. I thought this was going to go a little bit further.
I don't know how that would work. Would anyone using stealth get advantage or not?
The first what?
Would anyone
On
using stealth get
initiative?
advantage? No, I figure not. I don't really stealth in games.
Oh,
What
I
we got
should have
here?
initiative.
lads.
I have
That's fine.
advantage on initiative. Hang on.
Yeah, preternatural something pounce. Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it rolled with advantage that time. I think I'm. Whatever.
It's Cooper. Oh, Ren beat Robert in initiative. That's crazy. That never happens.
Okay, I'm gonna just have these three in for the start of it here. There is a distinct smell of sweat, blood, and if fear had a smell, it's pervasive throughout these this complex, and it is not a pleasant place to be. But we are up to the top of the round with Ren.
No point in being sneaky anymore. If these things will definitely have already
Okay.
sent like some sort of communication.
Oh, they
So
And by the way, fear does
Yeah.
have a smell. It's the smell of a wooden spoon.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very.
You
Can you
do.
pull your mic in a tiny bit? Tier. Thank you very
Just
much.
as I sat back, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
centered on the apparatus.
What are we doing here? A fireball.
Fireball.
Holy fucking Jesus. Okay. So that is a dexterity saving throw.
Well, actually, can I get the I would have dropped it here because I would have been able to get the intellect of error as well. So,
Okay, let's give
you
the Mind Flayer a He doesn't have any bonus in this when it comes to saving throws, but he does have a +1 on his dex. He's an 18, he's got a 12, so you can take 32 points of damage.
Yep.
Let me just see. Hold on, let me just see if he has a little counter spell here.
Can he see me to counterspell me though as I'm stepping out of invisibility? Like as I cast?
Yeah, you just leave that with me for 1 second. He doesn't have it, so that's grand. Okay, cool. And then so we are going to have this poor little fella here is going to have to make a
Or no, he's gonna eat my brain.
an intellect of our saving. He needs a dexterity saving throw. Zip zap skibbity bap. And it's a 6. He's going to take 32 points of damage as well. That absolutely incinerates him. The poor little fella is, God love him. He just you can see now as a fireball erupts, the apparatus takes. So are you revising the area effect again, or are you just showing me?
No, so that's where it was. So
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
both apparatuses will be consumed.
Well, this is just a table full of potions, so it's not
fuck it.
any kind of apparatus. But yeah, so as the fireball erupts with a explosive boom, you can see now the poor little intellect of Ara get thrown back towards the wall. Its skin begin to blister and boil, and then it just explodes with this sort of pink and purple ichor just sliding down the walls. This Mind Flayer throws its arm up. Ineffectually, you can see now half of its face is burnt away. There is no skull of which to speak beneath that you've uncovered or that you've burnt away. It just looks to be sort of this sort of jelly-like version of the hard outer purple skin, if you can imagine, like when you don't fry an egg properly enough. The white is that kind of like almost clear wobbly white, and that's what it looks like, but it's a purple version of it. Yeah, it's disgusting. So that is it for Ren, is it?
Yeah, that's it for now. He's gonna stay in cover.
Robert.
Robert's gonna go to here to the corner.
Yeah.
He's gonna look out. He's still invisible, so you will have an advantage on the attack roll, but invisibility will drop. So he's going to Silver Dagger returning this thing.
Okay, roll to hit.
Ryan and chat. Purple ring. Silver Dagger of returning. Come on. Normal 20 for
The dirty 20 will hit. Yep. It's these things
24?
AC is 15 with a breastplate. 24 points of damage. The blade flies across now, and a sickening squelch embeds itself square in the chest of this thing, through the breastplate and in. You can see the metal buckle inwards now as the breastplate sort of turns in, almost doing as much damage as the blade itself. It kind of it has no mouth or vocal cords in which to speak, but Robert, you do hear a scream in your head. It's gurgling whine, screech clutch your head for a second. It does hurt, but it's no psychic damage of which to speak. But it drops to one knee now and looks to be in incredible pain.
And then the blade just pulls back.
You're going to boop back behind the thing, or you stand there?
He's got 5 feet. He's out of line of
Okay,
sight.
scooch, boop, bye. Okay, anything else for Robert? We're on to the intellect of
yeah, bonus action hide.
Okay, bonus action hide. Roll your stealth check, please.
Yeah, just because he appeared out of invisibility and immediately ran back, so it's probably hard for him to catch gauge. So we're stealth. With disadvantage because in heavy armor, so it's 15.
15. Okay, they're passive of 16. But anyway, good to know. Robert just covers his
but
eyes.
he
If they
thinks
can't
he's
see
on it.
you, or you can't see them, they can't see you. Excellent. So moving on to this. In this poor guy didn't even get a chance to go. He's dead. Erixium, you're up, buddy. What are we doing?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Right. You just hear, everyone hears shit has hit the fan.
I didn't. I didn't roll for Tabob. Give me 1 second. I click his token and I click initiative. I always forget to roll for Tabob. I'm going to reset the turn order. He should be after Erixium.
Nice.
And then
Good
go
save.
boopity boop boop. Sorry. For fuck's sake. There we go. Erixium.
Here we go. Erixium was fucking spider walk his way across 5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
Come up behind Scales and Mizelu, go 20, 25, and 30. Interpose himself there, getting a good look.
Yeah. You can see this thing now. It's down to one knee. It looks to be heavily damaged. And there's a dead intellect devourer here.
Squishy. He will haul out his fist and fling 3 Eldritch Blasts at the tentacle-faced creature.
Okay.
21 for 4.
Okay.
24 for 2.
Okay.
11 won't do it, so 6 total damage.
6 total damage. You walk in, hold out the hand. These eldritch blasts pulse out of your fingers now and sail across this expanse between you and the mind flayer. And 2 wallops of force damage. You can see now. You hear kind of a deep squelch. It's nothing on the outside. It's definitely it rearranged something on the inside of this mind flayer, and it does not sound pleasant whatsoever. But it is still standing, only just.
Yeah, he will not use any bonus actions, so that will do his turn.
I think Kate just said wallop is the technical term.
What did I use?
Said wallop, so I guess wallop is.
Oh, sorry, yes, okay. Excellent. Tabob is up, and he's going to use 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Alright, he'll come out to here, stands in front of Mazzello, and he'll turn around and goes, "Mile at me noisy now."
Yes.
Fucking excellent! And he is going to, has he got any, I think we'll use a spell. I think he'll just do an old, where's it gone here? A little, guiding bolt. Doesn't tell me, does he? He has guiding bolt. Oh, he's a paladin, sorry, yeah, it's a cleric thing. I think we're going to, sure, look, he's just going to use his movement.
The mace of Blaratash is somewhere else.
He's going to use his movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to bring him close. That's as close as he can get. Unfortunately, this mind flayer here is going to move in. 5, 10, 15, 20. Ren, you are visible?
I would have dropped back into visibility once I cast Fireball, yeah.
30. Okay, he's going to move to there. I think he's going to use his... Oh, God, what have I done?
Well, I am crouched down behind the thing, so would he have seen me in behind it, like, when he comes in?
You didn't use your action to hide, so yes, he did. He's going to use his Mind Blast. So first off, I'm going to do a 60-foot cone. And we're going to do a Mind Blast at you guys, the gang of here. So I'm going to get a cone and let's see if we can get... Can we get... Okay, let's move this back here so we see who we can get. Boopity boop boop boop. 60-foot cone. That's a big blunt.
If it's coded out that wide at the end, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. It's like that's where you're like, this is your first time visiting the dam, isn't it?
Snoop Dogg
I
would
guess
not be impressed.
it's gonna get the three of you. Okay, so I'll bop this in a sec. So as he kind of glides out again, you can't see the feet beneath the robes. He just walks out, and these creatures are utterly silent. They don't really speak, and they don't have vocal cords by which to speak. But they look out in Eryxium, and you just see almost like a heat haze. The creature becomes sort of hard to focus on as it just boom. Let's rip with this mind blast. So we're gonna go for I need a DC 15 intelligence saving throw. You're gonna take 17 points of psychic damage and be stunned for a minute. That's a 3 of you, please. Mazzello, Scales, and Eryxium.
Plus whatever Eryxium gives, right?
That's
Oh.
15. Oh, Eryxium, you're a +5, are you?
Yeah.
Your aura, so fucking hell, Mazzello, you just made it. Thanks to the aura. Scales, you're on a 13.
Failed it.
You have a boon.
What do I need to make? DC
You need a
15.
2 with the boon. You don't have to use it. I'm just saying you can keep it. Eryxium, you're okay.
Ooh. I used the boon. Do I not use
It's
the boon?
nasty.
Thematically, do I use the boon? Is my biggest question to myself. Do you know what? I'm going to use my boon.
Yeah, how does a boon work thematically? I would wonder. Oh, look at that! Just to Scales, you feel this, just this wave of psychic noise, almost like the waves back there in the previous chambers. It's almost like if you can imagine a TV that's tuned out, like a wave of this goes, that snow effect goes over your head and your eyes, and you kind of feel your balance go, and you steal your intellect, well, as little of it that there is, and you manage to resist this creature. So that was its action, I do believe. Has it got any bonus action? I should have fucking used magic resistance. He should have got advantage in that other saving throw. Anyway, we will remember that going forward. Scales, what are you up to?
He didn't have a chance to resist what he couldn't see. It's fine. Thematically, it makes sense.
Yeah. Scales.
Scales is going to bonus action rage,
Okay.
which will let him jump 20. Sorry. No.
What?
Give me 1 second. I accidentally. My token was so close to my shortcuts bar that I hit one of the shortcuts and it took me off roll 20.
Oh, I've done that before. Yeah, that is
it's
a
loading
nightmare.
up now,
Yeah,
so
sure.
I'll be back in one.
You're okay. Mazzello, you're up after. You're on deck. You're on deck, and then this mind flayer's after you.
They stun Scales anyways.
Yeah, actually, that was actually a very successful stunning strike.
Here we go.
Okay.
Let me just recenter myself. There we go. So I will jump 5, 10, 15, 20. And then I will continue using movement to run towards this one here. And then I am going to... I'm guessing I didn't really like the whole static wave over my brain. So I think I will recklessly attack this thing.
Okay, so as you step in now and you go into your rage, Scales is sort of deathly calm and stillness of mind and body overcome you now, and you see your ancestral guardians boop, 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 pop into place. And again, they're wearing these deep hoods, and ancestral guardians that once appeared so full of joy and almost like they've been plucked from an afterlife that they're really enjoying. They appear before you with sort of mournful expressions on their face. They're wearing deep hooded cowls.
So, bish bash your head in. 26 to hit
Sweet baby Jesus, that is a hit on this creature here.
for 14 damage.
You bonk.
And then on the upswing, it's another 26 to hit for another 15 damage.
You bonk.
So what's the total?
The total
29.
is 29.
Okay, with the two and your turtle mace swings around with these wet squelches. If you can imagine like a coal bag full of wet grass, it's like, and you're hitting it with a sledgehammer. These wet thuds, and you can see now that the breastplate is dented inwards, and its eyes kind of slightly widen a little bit, but it doesn't make no cry again, which is kind of weird. Scales, it's a little bit unsettling for you. But you're in the throes of your rage of calm, so it doesn't really bother you that much. Anything else?
Is it like hitting a creature made of jello?
Like hitting an octopus.
Maybe, yeah, like hitting an octopus.
Okay.
I've never hit an octopus, but I mean, I can imagine what it would be like.
That is Scales' turn.
Okay, Mazzello, what have we got?
Well, I said it when I was coming in, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to steal Guiding Bolt as I'm running towards them.
Yep.
It's going to be the one by Scales.
Okay.
That's 10 to hit. So it doesn't...
10 unfortunately is a miss. Their AC is 13? 15. Thank you, accountant.
And then, yeah, I'll be running up basically behind him that side.
Okay,
And
any bonus action? Have you got a spiritual weapon or?
No. Well, I should have, but again, the sheet's not fixed.
Okay, no
I
worries.
wouldn't use it anyway. I don't like that spell.
It's not great at high levels.
I like it. So Mazzello, the Mind Flayer here. It's
very crispy.
It's in a bad way, but it's going to make a couple of attacks against Bob, whose AC is 23. Okay, so it's highly unlikely it's gonna hit him. Do you know what he's gonna do? He's going to cast Plane Shift. He plane shifts the fuck out of there.
Look how fucking things running away lately.
Honestly, that can run away. I'm not gonna fucking counterspell that.
I mean, look, they're highly intelligent creatures. It's at 9 hit points from 71, and it is getting the fuck out of dodge. So it is plane shifted out. Derek, you're up. And then we're back to the top of the round where we roll more initiative because there are some reinforcements coming.
I was going to shocking grasp after death. Oh well.
Oh no.
I think Derek can see the one there and probably do the same thing.
Okay.
For a natural
Oh
20
my
for 29.
god. Not 20 with a guiding bolt.
Of course he does it and I don't. So that's...
Fucking 38 points of damage.
Yeah.
Murder indeed.
It is down to 4 hit points as this guiding bolt streaks across this antechamber. You can see now. I mean, the place is lit, but this silvery radiant energy just lights up the room now, and then this trail of black feathered shadows follows it. It's almost like this sort of juxtaposition between light and darkness as the thing hits it. But it absolutely cripples this creature. It goes up in its radiant damage, and it begins to lick with these silver flames, and it is now down on one knee. It's not prone, but it's very, very hurt. Top of the round, I'm going to add some more of our friends in here. So I'm going to go initiative.
Oh.
Did we get 2 of those in?
Yeah. We need to make some choke points.
Here.
Don't kink shame, Ren.
No!
Pincer movement!
Okay, shit's gonna get real now, lads. I'm gonna reorder the turn order. The Durgar Sergeant, where's he? He's there, he's gonna go. So let's just open him up.
I feel I should have been notified this was a 2-pager before I started writing.
His movement is his speed's only 25, so he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You hear clanking of heavy armor as he's going to double dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let me just double check that he has nothing else he can do. Phalanx formation, sunlight, maneuver, allies, command, invisibility, do nothing else he can do. So we're moving on to Ren. Ren, what have you got, my friend?
Yeah, Ren's gonna just kind of hop over the desk, lands in front of the Mind Flayer.
Quick acrobatics check to just see how cool this looks. You're not gonna, even if you roll a 1, you're not gonna like go prone or anything.
Where's my sheet? 1 sec. Acrobatics. So
7.
Something-
It's.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
you
enough.
get your robe.
it's
caught
not,
on-
it doesn't need to be cool. It's just
No, it doesn't need to be cool, but I'm going to describe what it looks like. You do get your robe caught in the corner of one of the things. You kind of tumble over and you kind of land with one hand on the ground and you give the robe a yank and then you make it over. It's not pretty, but you've successfully vaulted the desk.
Listen, it doesn't.
Hey,
have to be
Lumbering Paddy, thanks for
pretty
jumping in, fan.
as I am going to do with advantage because of that thing. I'm going to reach up. I'm actually going to punch this thing in the face. Not a mage hand, sorry, shocking grasp.
Shocking. Always great to see you in the chat, Paddy.
That is
23
shocking
for-
grasp for 20 points of lightning damage.
20 points of lightning damage. What does minus 16 look like on this creature, Ren?
Yeah,
Do you want to give
so-
me that description?
As I said, so Ren kind of, it is a grasp, I suppose, in terms of spell, but it's not really how Ren is using this. His hand kind of like, almost like a blade, jabs straight through this thing's skull and pulls his hand back out as it just crumbles.
Yeah, and the smell of cooking mind flare is what?
What's that smell like?
Of smell of
Calamari.
cooking mind flare. I would imagine it smells like it smells fishy and it smells there's an alien scent to it, something that you can't quite place. But it is thoroughly disgusting.
Like cooked cat sick.
I don't know. Why do you know what
Wow.
that smells like?
Wow.
Yeah.
Why do you know what that smells like,
He
Ryan?
doesn't necessarily know what it smells like, but I'm just saying that that is I think we'll go with that. That's canon now. It
nasty.
smells like cooked cat sick.
I mean, you used lightning on it, so you definitely burnt the fuck out of it too.
Oh yeah, crackled and fuck yeah.
As someone with many cats, uncooked cat sick already
It's
smells
the worst, yeah.
like, oh.
You're welcome.
Actually, yeah. I mean, I just thought of cooked sick, but then of course they eat a lot of fish, so I see where you're going with that. Fuck, I think look, if we ever do merch on the Emerald Collective, we need to have a
It's
t-shirt.
just like it's
says-
like
just says cooked cat sick.
I just never explain why.
I never explain why.
No.
Okay, Ryan, is there anything
Um,
else you'd like to do? This thing drops to its knees now. It's completely.
Kind of.
You're going to get just the tiniest little growl out of scales when you kill this thing. Not a major one, just like a little.
Oh, okay.
And there's the cat.
Okay, cool. Is that it for Ren?
He will kind of call out and be like, probably watch the doors.
Okay,
That's it.
Robert.
Five.
Hey, okay. What's that?
He has no vision. Yeah, so Robert's gonna actually try hide again around this corner, and he's
Okay.
gonna hold his action if anything pops out for any of the doors that you can see in his like radius. of
Well, you
sight,
can
but-
see Durgar Sargent there.
Can I? I can't. Robert can't see that with his vision. Doesn't go that far.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, so
any-
he'll hold it.
anything
He'll
else
hold. He's gonna hide using his bonus action, and then he's gonna hold a dagger to. Oh, he's not gonna fucking hide at all, is he? Yeah, but he's gonna think he's hidden, and then hold a dagger action.
Okay, excellent. Moving on to Rixium. Oh
We need to
shit,
get this
that's a
man
not
better
one.
light armor.
Oof.
We need to get this man better light armor. He probably
Yeah, we
tripped
do.
over there.
Rixium, what do we got?
No target. Rixium will go 5, 10, 15. Aha.
Aha!
Very good.
See.
Target acquired.
Target acquired.
Welcome to the party, pal.
What the fuck? Ernest?
I
This
don't know.
short fellow does not look to be too. Ooh.
It is a Duergar with a giant maul. It looks like a fucking thing will crush your skull. Even though the Duergar is small, it is a serious piece of kit.
It looks like they're getting up on an elf with that hairdo. 3 Eldritch Blast. Come on, do more than
3 Eldritch Blast, let's go.
points of damage.
Zip, zap, bap. That's a
Ooh,
15 to. Let's see what this
15.
creature's AC is, shall we?
I'm gonna guess 21.
Right, Duergar Sergeant. AC. What?
We fought these before, so if it's 21, that's probably
16.
why. Oh,
What?
16. It's scale mail and a shield. I mean, obviously, this is a Monster Manual expanded thing where I think they reuse the art.
Yeah,
So,
that art definitely looks like play, but I'll
There,
take the 60.
yeah,
That
there
means
is
I can
definitely a
boon
few
it.
copies of that from what I've seen.
anyway, so that is a miss. You can use your boon if you want.
Boon the boon.
Oh, you use your boon. I would have kept them for fucking saving throws in the Mind Flayer layer, but you do you, boo.
Fuck
That is a
yeah.
hit.
So that is 9 points of force.
9
let's
points of
go
force.
Number 2.
Who needs to save, but you can kill.
Natural fucking 20.
Shit, if only you could add a fucking smite to that.
That should be a feat that somebody should invent.
I think that should be a feat, actually, yeah. That's another 8, yeah?
That's 8 points and a 59 on the 100.
Oh, shit, a 59. Let's pull that
Magical
motherfucker up.
spell attack.
Zip, zap, skibbity bap.
Please don't turn off the magic again, because you did that once and it was the worst.
Spell attack critical hit. Spell attack critical 59. You blast the target's weapons out of their hand. The target's weapon is flung 1d6 plus 5 feet away in a random direction. So first off, let's decide the direction. Can I get a d4? So 1 is left to here, 2 is straight ahead, 3 is back behind him, and 4 is against the wall that he's right beside. So d4.
If we hit the 4 and it hits the wall, does it ricochet and hit him in the temple?
We'll do a luck check. So that is a 1. The blade, so that's what is it? It's a 1d6 plus 5. So what's your d6 then? We'll see how many feet it scoots across.
1.
6 feet. So we're gonna go. Let's just do a little.
Land beside him.
There. Yeah, as you did this Eldritch Blast shoots through the corridor now, lighting up this dimly lit area. It hits this Duergar sergeant. This massive maul flung out of its hand, clang, 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 down on the ground. Anything else? Have you got a third one?
He does have a third one.
Coming at you. Let's see.
Scut douche. 21 for 4 more.
21 for another 4 points of damage. Look, these are having a. They're definitely chipping away at it. It looks fairly hurt. Anything else for Ixiom?
No, he'll stay in his position. He doesn't want to move away from this hallway because he doesn't know what's down there. So he'll stay where he is.
Okay, this Duergar sergeant is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Dagger. Held action.
Yeah, okay, you are not hidden though.
No, but it'll be a
That's
normal
fine, yeah,
roll.
roll hit.
Why did Robert's character sheet keep closing on me? I'm opening a separate tab.
Actually, do you know what? I'm going to say that he uses his invisibility, so you don't see him. So he's going to use it.
Would he have done that before he moved?
He would have done that before, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So he magically turns invisible until it attacks. So he makes it to there. I do believe that he is. Let me just see. Invisibility. That is an action. So that's all he can do. He is there. And
Did he pick up his maul?
No, that's not the
not that
one.
one.
That's a different one.
That's
okay.
20.
Jam there. And we're going to move on to this Duergar sergeant here. Boop. So he's going to go invisible as well. Layer, GM layer. And then we're going to move the GM layer and he's going to go use his 25 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I turned it backwards. 25. That's all it can do. This little doggo here is going to wake up and it's going to go. Yes.
Quick question. Ran has the ability to see heat signatures.
So, are you happy to say that if you're invisible, people that can see heat signatures can see you?
Yeah, I feel like because that feels fair to me.
I feel like
Other
magical invisibility is magical invisibility, though.
I'm. You do what you want with that ruling. I think
I am going to do
sense,
because
but-
I think if you're magically invisible, you're magically invisible to all forms of perception except for a true seeing spell. Because I mean, what's the point? Or see invisibility. What's the point in being able to go invisible?
Oh no, that's grand. Yeah, I was
so
just trying
that's
to chance.
it,
You know, I have to ask.
That's okay. Yeah, you have to
things.
ask. Well, I'm gonna rule
Predator's
it.
like,
So
you
I'm
know.
gonna rule it. Intellect of error. I hope these little bastards are fast. Speed 40 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Well, that one I do see.
Bollocks. Yeah, you can roll to hit with that.
18.
18. This little dude's AC is.
I don't think it's a sneak attack.
It's 12.
Yeah, I don't think Robert would get sneak attack on that. I don't see any reason why he would.
No, you wouldn't. No. So what is it?
That's 7 points of damage. Then.
7 points. Okay, God. I hope this. One of them has to live. One of them has to live. So you got that far. Let me just see if he has any kind of weird. Okay.
Eat your brain.
Tech sentience, he can do that. Claws, devour intellect. Oh, in 10 feet of it. Oh, lads, here we go. I'm glad I get to use something with it before you fucking kill them all. So he's going to use a devour intellect. So, don't roll anything yet. The intellect devourer targets one creature you can see within 10 feet of it that has a brain. Robert, you have a brain. The target must say, don't roll it yet, must succeed in a DC 12 intelligence saving throw against this magic or take 11 psychic damage. Also on a failure, roll 3d6. If the total equals or exceeds the target's intelligence score, that score is reduced to 0. The target is stunned until it regains at least 1 point of intelligence.
How do you regain your points of intelligence?
Someone reads you the works of Shakespeare.
I think Greater Restoration sorts out.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
It sucks. Yeah, this is why these little fuckers are so dangerous. Can I get a DC 12 intelligence saving throw, please?
Remember?
That's not even the worst thing they can do.
No,
Oh,
it's not.
That's 23.
That's a 23. You see this little cute little dude, this little brain on legs, and he looks excited. And at first, if you didn't know how dangerous they were, he kind of scampers towards you. These little squelchy feet as he's just kind of bounds down, almost like a little puppy that sees you coming home after a long day's work. And then you feel this boom, that THX start of the movie bass sound. Boom. And again, you feel almost like this wave of static energy washing over you, Robert. You got into one knee and just, you hold your head and shake it off. But that was fucking close.
I take no damage.
I could have heard you take no damage. I do believe that's all it can do. Oh, no, it makes one attack with its claws and uses Devour Intellect. It cannot, what its claws reaches 5 feet. That's all it can do. To Bob. He looks down and he goes, you're mine, you slag! 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to move in. 5, 10, 15. That's his action. This might.
I swear all the Bob ever does is run from one side of the map to the next.
Poor
He
bastard.
never hits anything.
Where's this one here? Where's the mind flare? Hello. Oh, that one's gone. So that's that fella there. He's gone. Let's get rid of him. This one here is going to go. Okay, so let's just see what it can do. Boop. Mind flare.
No. Please don't play my mind.
I guess it's just going to go invisible. Can't. Okay, so it's going to use its movement to go. Oh, well, it's going to go 5, 10, 15. Actually, it doesn't have to do that. It communicates. It's going to use its action to communicate. And then it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, that's all it can do. This mind flayer here is going to leave the chamber. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to get to there. It's going to hold its action. We are Scales. What are we doing?
So Scales doesn't really understand what's going on, but apparently enemies are down these side tunnels, so he is just going to go running down this side tunnel. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
One step on the wires.
Okay, it's
40.
held. Do you go back to there? You're going to trigger this this Illithid's held action as it unloads a mind blast on you. Boop. So I need a... Oh, look at that. That's going to be max damage if it hits. I need a DC 15 intelligence saving throw. Or you're going to take 32 points of psychic damage. And you're going to be stunned for a minute. No, you're not. Welcome in, Wanda Vorkis. You are very welcome in to the Emerald Collective. We're streaming the Sopherone Saga tonight.
I don't
You
suppose
want to
this
work
is...
us right about now to finish these things off.
Oh, you're going to need something.
Come on, Scales, you can do this. You
We're
fought
doing well
off
so
the
far.
DC
mind
15
control.
intelligence saving throw for a barbarian.
Oh no.
As an 8. Scales as you run in now, your ancestral guardians following you. First thing you see is this weird series of glass tanks filled with purple liquid, and you can see 2 of them have what look like human bodies just floating in them. And yeah, that's weird. And you turn to your left and you see this again, one of these weird glistening purple creatures now. Just looks like this film of moisture all over them. the tentacles sort of just writhing and almost like tasting the air. And as it sees you, you realize, shit, this thing was waiting for me. And then you feel that again, like that wave of static energy, like an untuned in TV from the 80s. That static black and white fuzz just goes over your head, and you just kind of go. Scales, you are stunned for a minute. I'm going to give you... what color would you like for stun? I think we got brown, because it's pretty shit.
They stun him with the brown now?
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So, yeah, Scales, you are now stunned, and that has... That's its held action. So we're on to this Mind Flayer.
I think it's safe to basically say at this point that once I go stunned, the Ancestral Guardians pop out of existence because the rage dissipates.
15, 20... 25, 30. This one is gonna, and it has advantage as it's going to try and eat your brain, Scales. So you are stunned. So any hit is a critical hit. This could be the end of Scales, guys. As we go tentacle, so it's gonna use, so it's action. It has to hit you with a tentacle before I think it can extract your brain. I know.
One of these tried this on Ren before.
No, you are already stunned. You're already incapacitated, so it's just going to go straight for the extract brain. Has advantage. That is a 20 to hit.
That does hit.
You're going to take 48 points of piercing damage. You are not raging.
48. Okay.
Okay, so just so you know, this attack can only be used on an incapacitated humanoid. You are stunned, so you are incapacitated. If the damage reduces you to 0 hit points, the Mind Flayer kills the target by extracting and devouring its brain. This is the really real world. There is no coming back. Okay, so Scales, you're at 12 from 21.
Revivify wouldn't fix a missing brain.
Turn. Mizella, what are we doing? These, I mean, like, they've low hit points, but they're dangerous.
Yeah, I hear the point, I hear the slap, and I'm like, I turn and see how fucking destroyed Scales is.
Yeah.
Eryxium, here! And I run up and I grab this fucking creature and by his tentacles and I say, let me talk to you about our Lord and Savior Bahamut. Can I get a con save, please?
You certainly can. Coming at you like Cleopatra. Oh shit. It's a map. It's just healed Scales by 1d4. You can roll that right now. If anyone else in the chat would like to heal any of the characters, including my monsters, you can spend 100 bits. And it will give the character or the monster 1d40. This cannot work if they're dead or if they're on death saves. Con save.
Bones would be nice as well, guys.
That's a 5. Ryan has a 5.
A 5 is perfect. I'm very happy to hear that.
For you or me?
For me, of course.
What's gonna happen?
Where the fuck is it in my fucking list? It's not there.
Scales got another D4 as well.
From who?
Who do you think?
Ah, fuck off, you!
Okay.
Mortgage payment!
For whatever reason, it's not in my, the quick list to.
Hey,
Yeah,
thanks
that's
for the sub, buddy.
Hey, Paddy, thanks very much.
I think Stephen's the only one that's
Okay.
live with us that doesn't have info other than Dave.
I'm gonna have to do this. Is it /R?
I don't know what you're casting first.
I'll tell you once I've rolled the dice. So I think it'll be fine again.
Okay.
Is it /R space? And
Yeah,
then what you wanna
slash
roll?
or space and then your dice.
Okay, so he will take 47 points of damage
This one here.
as
Thank you,
out
buddy.
of my pauldrons, literally from the pauldrons, rather than the shimmering silver like you usually see at the Platinum Dragon, it's pure darkness. As it starts to funnel its way through my arms and into this tentacle as I cast harm on the creature.
Fucking hell. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, as these darkened tentacles just arc out from you, Mazzello. You can see now. There is a mouth of which to speak, and they just almost enter it like it's inhaled them. And you can see it. Its body shakes, and its eyes. It has no eyelids of which to speak, but it just. Its brow furrows and it shakes its head and it's trying to figure out what's happening. And then from the inside out, you can see the glistening sheen that was over its whole body is now gone, and it looks to be puckered and dried up. It looks incredibly uncomfortable.
And also, so you know, for the next hour, it can't heal that back at all.
Jesus fuck. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, move. Is that it for Mazzetto? That was a fucking effective round.
It is, yeah.
You bonus or you can't cast a level spell. Okay, this guy is going to. 1 second now, as we look at our spell. Let me just roll a d6.
Derek, isn't it?
Is it? No, it's the Mind Flare. The plane
Oh, sorry. There's no some.
You're okay?
Apologies.
shifted.
Invisible can.
So it's not an action to cancel the play. It's not an action to cancel a plane shift spell, and he is going to pop back out and he's going to use his Mind Blast on Eryxium. Or is he? Hold on, let me just boot me. He doesn't look very good, but I think.
Wait, what?
What's up? You sound confused.
I didn't know he could just decide, fuck it, I'm back.
Yeah, I
you-
didn't know how friendship works.
You can get what's that?
Oh, I had no idea friendship was that good. Like that's awesome.
I think 1 second now. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Let me just double check. They're looking to a plane shift once a day.
You and up to 8 willing creatures who link hands in a circle are transported to a different plane. You can specify a target and general.
Oh,
terms.
sorry. Yes, it is not concentration. I'm thinking of a different spell. Yeah, so he's gone. So let's just take him out of the turn order. Derek,
Yeah.
you're up.
Yeah, he's wherever he decided to go. So
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4,
That is
5. I'd say Derek would have probably heard Mazzetto shout to Eryxium.
Yep.
C scales kind of fucked, and can you do anything from here though? Ooh, this is kind of tasty. Let's have a look at this.
What have we got?
6 Okay. So, you beseech an otherworldly entity for aid. In this case, it's a demon crow. The being must be known to you, a god or a primordial or demon prince or some other being of cosmic power. So it's going to be essentially a warrior for the Raven Queen.
Okay.
That entity sends celestial elemental, so celestial or a fiend to aid you. So I am doing the planar ally.
Okay, so you should be able to try get a planar ally there. Give me 1 second. I should be able to find one for you.
And it's 60 feet, so it's going to be called in just next to
in
this
exchange for payment, though.
Okay, what is it?
So it's going to be a celestial.
Okay. You can ask the creature to perform a service in exchange for payment, but it isn't obliged to do so. The request of task arrangement is simple: fly us across the chasm, or help us fight in battle, to complex, spy on our enemies, or protect us during our foray into the dungeon. You must be able to communicate with the creature to bargain for services. Payment can take a variety of forms. Celestial might require a sizable donation of gold or magic items to an allied temple, while a fiend might demand a living sacrifice or a gift of treasure. Some creatures might exchange their service for a quest undertaken by you. As a rule of thumb, the task can... It's Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Task can be measured in minutes. Task measured in hours. Okay, so minutes might be 100
It's
GP per
expensive stuff.
minute. Task is aligned. Okay. Can I get everyone to take their headphones off except for Ryan?
Sorry, Derek.
You cast this planar ally. It is you that twist away into this black expanse of nothingness, and this blacker than black creature or entity appears. It's almost like you think you can't see, but then there's something even darker than the darkness, and it just hovers there in front of you, and it just says, state your request.
Aid us in this fight, and I shall pay you in a good word to our queen and 300 gold.
Make a persuasion check. DC for this is 14.
This
If you
is
fail
Derek,
it,
right? Yeah.
yeah, if you fail it, we're gonna talk about a different price.
Can I use my inspiration?
Sure.
So, okay, well, let's take that off. That's an 18.
That's an 18. Steven's camera. Got me. There is a kind of you get a sense of resentment from it. This is 500 gold presented to the Temple of the Raven Queen.
Any of their temples?
Any
Done.
within the next year.
Done.
Okay, you can put your headphones back on. As there's a flash, and this black mass of energy apparates there beside. So I need to find a celestial. What kind of a celestial are we gonna?
Are we back?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I just
Celestial.
also would like to point out that I just think it's so perfect that of all of the Lego pieces I got that are on the shelf way behind me, the two that are beside me here happen to be a mind flayer and a dragonborn.
How is that? Oh yeah, sorry. I think we've used this before, so I'm going to give you control of this token.
I have Mr. Strahd himself, courtesy of Shane Kenny, former player in this game.
Nice.
I do believe Derek has control of this already. You should be able to tweak that.
I don't think it's planar ally he uses normally. It's the Summon Celestial.
Anyway, this is.
Derek might have control of it, but I don't.
Do you control Derek?
Yeah, but it's a different
It'll
sheet.
be in
Oh,
his
of course. Sorry.
compendium,
Yeah. Good call. Let me give this to you now. Deer Range Rhino. Deer Range Rhino. Save changes. Okay.
Thank
You should have it now. It appears do you would you like to roll initiative for it, and we add it to the turn order.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me see what the initiative thing is. So it's Dex, right? Okay,
Yep.
so D20, its initiative is going to be a 17.
17.
Oh,
Okay. So
nice.
did you add it to the. Sorry, did you click the token and
Oh,
then
no,
roll
I
the
didn't.
initiative?
I can do that. Yeah.
It's okay. And then I'll just give it
But
17.
there's no initiative on the sheet. That's why.
It's up the top left of the map. Do you see? You should see a little button called initiative up the very top left.
You click the token and then you should
Click the token and then you should see initiative pop up in the top left.
It's like below where your home button will be on a thing. It's like right by the little bar.
Oh shit!
Like,
Okay, I didn't know that.
That's okay.
It's a 1, but it was a 17.
Yeah, it's still a 17. So I'm going to change that to a 17.
Thank you.
And
so
so
that's
that was
interesting.
Derek. Is there anything else for Derek?
No, that's it for Derek.
Okay,
Sorry
moving
for
to the top of the round,
time.
Durgar Sergeant. I'm going to reorder the turn order. So the 17 hits in there, and we are up to this Durgar Sergeant. Where is he in the fucking in this chaos?
Can I
that
move
is-
it just because of where I said I spawned it? Sorry.
He's over
Sorry,
to
of
the
course.
right. He's the one that.
There he is. There, yes. He's going to go 5, 10, pick up his weapon as a free action, 15, 20, 25. Let's see if he can throw or shoot anything. Does he have anything here he can do? War pick and large javelin. He's going to fuck a javelin at Robert.
Can you hit Robert because the angle with the wall there, like the bob as
I'm
well?
pretty happy. I'll give you a quarter cover.
Yeah.
Boop. Ah, for fucking Jesus' sake. That's a natural 1, lads.
So no.
Okay.
So the answer is no. He can't.
Would you like to roll a D100 for me, please, Carrick?
Yeah. Ooh, 88.
88.
I think that's
You
knockout.
attack wildly and lose track of the fight around you. End your turn and move to the bottom of the initiative order at the start of the next round. Okay, so let's just move this guy. So,
He's
what's
the top of the order, so when we
Yeah.
get
So
all the way around, he won't get his next turn. He'll
yeah?
drop.
So please remind me of that, somebody,
Yeah,
because
we
I have
skip- we
enough to
skip
be
him,
enough to be
essentially.
dealing with. That is it for the Durgar Sergeant. Then that was a lot of bollocks, lads. We're up to Ren. What are we doing?
Yeah, Rand's gonna do something here. He has to. He's gonna go 5, 10. He's gonna see that thing there down by scales. He's gonna be like, right, whatever that is, probably has their back. He's actually gonna turn back to Rixium and shout back, "We have this side." covered, and he is going to. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, he's gonna drop a 5th level. No, he can't see multiple. He's just gonna drop a fireball down that hallway.
Okay, you're just gonna launch a fireball. Okay, so let's see where it's gonna go.
Well, I know where he's aiming, but I'm just trying to drop the roll, and he's gonna go here. But no, that's wrong.
Give us an old 20 feet. Okay,
He's gonna
lovely.
try, if there's anything else in that room, he's trying to torch it.
Yeah, okay, good to know. So that is this fella here, Dugar Sergeant.
Buses full of kids in that building, Phoenix.
Fuck you and your dwarf.
Dexterity saving throw, coming at you like Cleopatra. That's an 8.
30 points of fire damage.
Okay, this guy is lit up to fuck. That's the only one you kill. Well done, you. It was a very impressive explosion.
Finger click. And then
The unstoppable bug. Sorry I'm late. There is no late. There is no early. You're here and you're watching the stream, so we're delighted to have you in. Thank you for coming in.
And then he will.
Sorry, I meant to.
Anything? Did anything other
order-
than that guy
1 second.
scream out in that room?
Sorry, I should have acted with this guy first. I forgot to add him into this time, so I'm going to go back up and give him his.
Yep.
But we will move. We will let Ren finish what he did, and then I'll get the Mind Flayer Assassin.
Yeah, my question is, did anything else in that room like scream out or anything?
No, just that. There is the concussive blast rattles a few tools and weapons and like helmets and things climb off the wall and just ding 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 roll across the floor. Now they're like blackened with soot. Anything else for you, Ren?
He'll kind of make a mental note to check that room for loot after.
Okay, cool. What we're gonna do here? I think we're gonna go.
I don't like the fact that it's a Mind Flayer Assassin. That is terrifying.
Okay.
We finally broke Dave.
Yeah, I think you have. Where's this fucking... Oh, there we go. I'm going to have to roll this to GM. How do we do that? Alright, I've got plus that, so I'm just going to roll D20. Okay. Do not find out. Just roll it out on the thing. There you go. Boop.
At least you burned the nat 20 on the initiative.
Okay. Plus that. So it's going to move 5, 10, 50. Oh shit, I moved the other one. 15, 20, 25. I should probably keep this guy in the GM layer. 30. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if this is metagamey to ask, but would passive perception of 25, does Robert notice anything?
It's invisible.
No, okay.
Do you know what? It's actually going to stay where it is. Moving on. So that was Ren.
I was going to use my movement as well.
Go ahead.
After that,
Yeah, go for it.
There, so it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get to here. More core. Just crouch down.
Okay, lovely. Moving on then, Robert. What are we doing?
Robert is going to let the Bob deal with the intellect of error.
Hey, welcome in, Shane. Great to see you.
10, 15, 25, 30. I think he has a lot more than 30 feet of movements. Doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he's a million feet of movement, to be honest with you.
No, it's 30 feet on the sheet anyways, unless he has it written down elsewhere.
Well, he's got cutting action.
That is actually what he's going to do. He's going to go another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Scales is in a bad way now. Like they are absolute. Scales have been stunned by this blast, this psionic blast, and you can see there is pink foam running out of Scales' nostrils and ears. I think this is the worst Scales has ever been.
I think
the lowest in hit points Scales has ever been in 73 episodes.
He's been lower.
Okay.
But it hasn't been this perilous.
Yeah, because if the next Mind Flayer hits you, it will extract your brain. You are dead.
Yeah,
dead.
I'm just going off obviously with that and the corner there with the javelin. I'm assuming I can get like quarter cover, like a shot on this guy with quarter cover with line of sight with the arrow.
Yeah.
It's like there. So
Yeah, quarter cover.
I'm going
So what is that? Plus 2?
half cover's plus 2, isn't it?
Okay, well then it's plus 1.
I actually don't know, to be honest.
I don't know either.
There off that. I have
Well,
it here. One sec. I think I have it on this.
I'm good with story. I'm shit with rules.
Oh, same. That's why I keep
Combat
this
cover.
hand.
Zip zap skibbity bap. Zip zap skibbity
Half
bap.
cover is plus 2, so yeah, it will be plus
So
1.
plus 1. Happy days.
Yeah.
Give him a plus 1 on his AC. As you, Robert, what are you using? You're using your
Silvery dagger.
silvery dagger of returning. That is a
20
20
to
to
hit.
hit.
And
AC
allied within 5
is-
feet. So
15,
That
so
hits.
16. That's a hit for what? Jesus.
that's 29 points of damage.
Fucking hell. 29 points of damage.
Yep, on the one that tried to eat Skeleton's face. I'm hoping that.
That's this fella
That's it.
here.
That's initiative
Yeah.
11, yeah.
Yeah.
It's this one here. Hold on 1 second
Yeah.
now.
So just if like any of the
That is
tentacles. are
initiative
still kind
11,
of-
yes. Yeah.
if any-
Go on.
I was gonna say if any of the tentacles are still kind of attached to the side of Scales' head after Mazzelli rotted the other two off, Robert just cleaves them off with the dagger and it kind of sails in and buries itself inside the mind player's head. That's not what kills it though. What kills it is the absence of the dagger and the brain just collapsing in on
Just
itself. And disappears.
splashes out.
It implodes.
Shane in chat says things are going well for Scales then. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes, this Robert Silvery dagger returning end over end. Vroom, 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 vroom. Squelch, and then it as you say, it disappears, and then just like whatever's in here just begins to just spill out.
Straight to void.
Yeah, and it just flops out onto the deck, almost like if you've held like if you've held like a shepherd's pie upside down and then just cut it with a knife. Splop onto the ground.
Particular circumstances.
Yes, I know, right? That's the only thing I could think of. I was like, what would it sound like?
Very, very specific day.
Yeah, right.
You've just
Okay.
destroyed a shepherd's pie for no reason. just to see
Moving on.
what it
Yeah, I
would
mean,
do.
yeah, spent like hours making and cooking it, and then just to destroy it to get that sound. Very specific analogy, I know, right?
Yeah.
Celestial Spirit. If that's it for Robert.
Action, bonus action movement. Yeah.
Okay, Celestial Spirit. What have we got? This
Okay.
creature now. Look at it.
Yeah, he's gonna hit this tentacle fucker.
I'll get first
right.
base.
4 to hit. I guess it does not hit.
4 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Would it? No.
Okay. Fuck me. Okay.
It's
Four doesn't hit.
the defenders have like a terrible attack roll. It's 1d20 plus your spell attack modifier. So
Oh, do you want the attacking one?
No, I wanted the defending one.
Yeah,
And
okay.
he's shit.
so it'll be you'd be adding whatever Derek's modifier is.
Aren't you
onto
glad though that
as
you
well.
made the persuasion check? Because imagine it was gonna ask you for something very, very valuable, and imagine you agreed, and then it came in and it was this shit. You're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck are you doing, you motherfucker?
Better call Saul, get that contract
what's the
assessed.
hit? What's
Sorry, the Mind Flayer's AC is 15.
So that's
So you'd be
the
adding-
last one hits.
Yeah.
50. The last one hits.
Yeah, because of the last year's spell attack bonus.
Okay. Oh, excellent. All right. Okay. Yeah, cool. So what's the damage? You want to hit roll your damage?
I do think these things hit like a truck though.
So that's
Oh, never
5 plus 3, so that's 8 plus the spell's level, which is 6, so that's 14 points of damage.
Okay. But
But
it's
the more important thing is,
what's that?
I fucking hate you, dice. Scales gets back 1 point of HP.
Okay. Scales, you go from
Every
17
point-
hit points to 18 hit points.
Every point
Why are
counts.
there no? Oh, have you got a torch there? Fuck off.
Scales. Of course, Scales has a
Oh my
torch.
God. I keep clicking your token to see how many
Hang
hit
on,
points you have,
I'll
and there's
move
0
the
hit points. I'm like,
torch
fuck, is he
slightly.
dead already? Okay, anything else for the Celestial Spirit?
No, because it sucks and it's shit.
He turns around, he makes eye contact with Derek and gives you these 2 thumbs up and like, huh?
And Derek just shaking his head like,
Still going to Red
okay.
Lobster?
Erixium, you're up, pal. What have we got?
Erixium, hearing his brother yell, will just take off. Go 5, 10. Come on, mouse, don't fail me now. 15, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And will heel stomp the dead Illithid into the ground, position himself there, acting as a flesh shield to Scales.
A flesh shield. That's my favorite Cannibal Corpse album. Excellent. So that is what we're doing, yes?
That is it.
Okay, Eryxium. Moving on to the Durgar Sergeant. They don't give a fuck. This guy is going to... Where the fuck is this thing? Here we are. So many character sheets open at the moment. Why am I even doing that? I need to just right-click and put him to the token layer. And then we go. He appears right beside Tabob. This Intellect Devourer as well. I feel like you guys are happy for Tabob to die just to loot his corpse. And
I like Tabob.
Maybe.
yeah, okay.
Well, someone shouted to us
It's
that they had
amusing
that
to watch
side of
him
the
run
room, and they
from
didn't.
side to side. So
okay, so Durgar Sergeant is going to take...
Listen,
we're going to go
Tabob hasn't come
multi-attack. It's going to make 2 war picks, and it's going to use command in place of one of these attacks. What does command do?
Yeah, you can issue one more command.
Yeah,
usually.
thanks. I'm reading it. Okay, cool. So we're going to go with 2 war picks. These are pretty fucking shit. Oh, okay. Durgar resilience to the phalanx formation. Durgar's advantage on the while standing with 5 feet and another duel. Okay, that's bollocks. I think we're just going to go with the war pick. Boop boop.
Now the war
Oh, lads.
has the power.
12 and a 6, which just clangs ineffectively off Tabob's fucking... Like, Tabob is just a can of beans. His AC is... I'm on the wrong thing. AC 25, I think. Yeah, 23. You can see Tabob. He's like, that's the only part of Tabob you can see. It's just a little face. The fuck is that? Oh, yeah, and the thing. That's all he can do. The next Durgar Sergeant is here. He is going to become... visible, and we're going to do the same thing. I feel like I picked the wrong little dudes here, but actually, do you know what they are? They're in 5, 10, 15. He's going to move to there, and he's going to try and...
They need the war pick of destiny if they want to do anything.
They need fucking right to do. Here we go. Durgar Sergeant. He's not flanked. We're going to go 2 war picks. Boop boop. I need a 23, lads. Fucking hell. Clang clang again. And Tabob is like, oh, you need more than that, you fucking slag. That's it for now, but however, the Intellect Devourer now it kind of scampers up and it sort of puts his little paw on the steel of Tabob's shoe, and it's going to use its Devour Intellect. Boopity boop. So it targets one creature you can see within 10 feet of it that has a brain. Tabob has a brain. The target must succeed in a DC 12 Intelligence saving throw. Against this magic, or take 11 psychic damage. Also, on a failure, roll 3d6 if total equals or exceeds the target's intelligence score. Let's see what Tabob's intelligence score is. I feel like if things go bad, this could get him. His intelligence... Oh, fuck. His intelligence is 11. Okay, so we're going to give him a DC 12 intelligence saving throw. Where is he? The Blade of Blartarsh. He's got +5 in this?
Oh no. Oh.
16. Okay. So he makes it. He's fine. That's all the Intellect Devourer is going to do.
lovely little warble in the voice there, Dave.
Yeah. Okay, Tabob is fucking pissed. He's going to go, you fucking prick. And he's going to unload with his longsword one-handed. He's going to use his extra attack. I think he's gonna hammer this. He knows that's the biggest threat. So we're gonna go 2 attacks. That is an 18 and a 19. Both are hits. That's 17 points of slashing damage.
He needs 2 additional D8s for his improved Divine Smite.
Does he? Thank you. Oh, it's great having a paladin player in here. Why is that not working? Oh, there we go. So I've clicked it in now. It's another. It doesn't matter. He's killed it anyway. But I appreciate that. I've clicked that now, so it's in there. This guy.
Would one of the first attacks have killed it though? If
nope.
With that, it
would not. So yeah, as he swings down, just one wicked swipe takes the paw that was pressed against the steel-toed boot of Tabob off at the ankle, and then he just spits the thing down in 2. That's it for him. This Mind Flayer here. Zoom out.
Talking about that divine attack. That's a bullshit thing to give a cleric that never uses a fucking weapon.
Yeah. Yeah. 15, 12.
It affects cantrips as well, right? Or you can choose between.
We are going to go with this fella here, and I've got a 60-foot cube. Sorry, cone. He's going to use his... Now, this is a good one. I'm curious as to whether they can select friend from foe here. They can determine friend from foe. Mind Blast. Mind Flare magically emits a second into each creature in that area. Okay, so it's just in the area. I don't think it doesn't really give a fuck about it. So we need a DC 15 saving throw from to Bob, or be fucked. So here's the Blade of Blaratart coming after the Cleopatra DC 15 or 17. Fucking Jesus Christ! I've never been so exercised about killing one of my own NPCs before. Okay, so that is all it can do. So let's get these two guys here. The Duergar Sergeants to make intelligence saving throws. Boop, boop. Oh, fucking Jesus, lads. That's a 1 and a 16. 16 makes it. The second one, so I'm going to go... So they're both at the same amount of hit points. It's going to take 24 points of damage and be stunned for a minute. So we're going to give this fella a little brown dot as well. So he is stunned. As the Mind Flayer rounds the corner and just points one hand out. It's purple, glistening flesh. And boom! That's it for that one. The next Mind Flayer is up, and that is...
That's the dead one under Eryxium.
I was wondering, yeah. Okay, cool. Boo. Scales, you are stunned. I don't think you get to... I don't think you... Oh, you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. So would you like to give me another DC 15 intelligence saving throw? You have +5 now that Eryxium is beside you.
Okie dokie.
Oh, welcome in, Vancouver by night. Great to see you.
Nope.
We're in a Mind Flayer colony, and things are looking grim for poor old Scales. Okay, cool. Mind Flayer here.
Denied its meal.
So it was the other one that stunned you, so this one is going to use its stun and try and get Eryxium and Mizelu. So let me just get my... yeah, it's going to get the two... Oh, actually, can you stun Celestial? It's going to try and stun the Celestial. Can I get a DC 15 intelligence saving throw from Eryxium, Mizelu, and the Celestial, please?
Question: does
Yes.
the Spellguard shield, while looking at the shield, you have advantage on, well, holding the shield, apologies, on saving throws against spells and other magical effects? Does it affect this?
It is not a magical effect, unfortunately. It's a psionic ability.
Okay.
You have to ask, I know. Okay, so Eryxium,
22.
22.
I'm going to roll for the Celestial first.
Okay, it's got +5.
So
That's a 12. So the Celestial is stunned.
what was it though? It's intelligence save, right? So...
Intelligence save 15.
Oh shit, it's -3 as well.
It's -3, shit. Okay.
Yeah, they're not pretty. They're not too bright.
No. Just check its conditions. And, well, you made it.
I did check the conditions. Yeah,
Okay, cool. Oh shit, what's after happening? Am I gone?
No,
No?
Oh, you're here.
Oh, you're here.
Oh, sorry, yeah. My camera disappeared there, sorry. Okay, cool. So, I mean, that was a bit of a shitter. Is there damage that comes with that? There is. So I'm going to need a DC 15 intelligence saving throw from you as well, Scales, or take 20...
Wait, did he manipulate it to get the Celestial?
Oh, he did. Fucking shit! Okay, cool. Moving on to Mizelu. Mizelu, you got... Fuck, I thought I had you there.
Wait, so how many points did he take of damage? You didn't roll the
Saint
damage.
und amazing. The Celestial would have taken 24.
24. Okay, just so I can keep an eye on that. Okay. Okay, so he's got that left. Right, cool. Who's doing?
Just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna... Oh, no, it's fine. Go on.
I'm gonna run like
Econometry.
kind of.
Let's give an alternate stat block here, guys.
Pray I don't alter it further.
Yeah. What do I want to do to fucking hurt this creature because it's pissed me off?
Armageddon.
I love that there are combats where like these things haven't pissed you off and you're just doing
Actually, you know
the
what?
usual. But now you're pissed, bringing the big guns out.
Oh, you don't fucking hurt Scales. I told you that.
Well, yeah, actually, yeah.
Sashimi.
I've never said any different. You don't hurt Scales.
It's the truth.
I'm going to actually grab Scales' arm,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to do a fourth. We're going to do a 4th level Cure Wounds.
Ooh, okay.
So that's 23 points of healing to Scales.
That'll bring you from 18, 21, 51.
41?
41.
18 plus what is it? 23. Sorry, it's 33.
41.
41. Okay. Yeah, Zello, as you just pump that healing into Scales, you can see now some of the life returning to his scales, as they were, and the colour returns to the tips.
His grunt is like.
You are still stunned, unfortunately. Is that it for Zello?
Yes, it is.
I think you've made the difference here, my man. Derek, you're up. Is that concentration to keep that dude there?
No.
Okay, cool.
No, it's not.
Welcome in Solid 10 D&D.
Hello.
As my DM for tomorrow.
Yeah, make sure and tag us when the VOD goes up, because I'm not going to be able to watch live, but we'd love to share it on our socials. So do tag us when you have the VOD on your Twitch, and we will share it out. Derek, what are we doing?
Tips, drop them in our chat.
Yep. Hey, thanks for the bits.
I'm just trying to see what you can do at this.
What does Ryan say when we get some bits?
What?
What does Ryan say when people drop bits?
I don't know. What do I say? Oh yeah, we love a bit of bitty.
There you go.
Yeah. Sorry, I was in mindset of trying to.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
He can't see him even if he gets close. That's the problem. Fuck it. Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is gonna get to there. And the only thing Derek really can do here is a. Sorry, I was trying to see what his fucking distance thing is. It's not fucking great. Sorry, his sheet is a fucking absolute mess.
Yeah. I've seen it before.
So that's 6 points of healing to anyone that needs it around us. So
Okay.
that's me, Scales, Robert if he needs it.
Yeah, Robert will take it.
Yeah. That's what he's doing.
Okay, moving on. Okay, and this is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's all we've got. Moving on to this Duergar Sergeant here. I do believe this is the one that's been...
20's dead.
Oh, he's gone, yeah. We're up to Ren. Ren, what are we doing?
Okay, so I'm assuming Ren probably noticed the mind blast coming from that way, so he probably has an idea that there's a mind player down there, so he's gonna go here. Let's see if you can see it. No, we can't. So 5. No, can't see it still. So he will instead focus on the Dwargars because they need to go. And if you give me 1 sec here, Dave, I have.
Take your time.
Nah, I don't want to use that. Yeah, fuck it. It'll freak the Bob out. So Rand's going to drop a Synaptic Static on those 2 Dwargars.
Okay. So we need
DC
DC 18 intelligence saving throws.
Yeah,
This one is
as they,
stunned, so I'm happy to say it's... Well, I was going to give Scales...
I think it's fair. It still gets a save.
yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Physical throws, maybe, but mental? I don't see the
Okay,
issue.
so here we go. Intelligence saving throw. Zip zap skibbity bap. It's going to be 18 or more. It's not going to make that on a 7. And this other one here is going to do the same thing. It's not looking good for these guys at all. As we've got a 14. So what does this look like?
Yeah, so
28.
Ren is gonna minorly affect Bob in it, not to actually do damage, but enough that he sees the spectral apparitions that kind of happen as the 2 kind of almost ghostly Wrens just kind of loom up out of the ground and grab the faces of these 2
Sweet baby Jesus. Okay.
guys and just drop them. Their brains are zapped through.
You see the stunned one. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Scanners. But
Heard of it, I haven't seen it.
You just see this one here is stunned. Its head literally explodes. You can see all that's left is from the lower part of the jaw, and the tongue is hanging down. It's completely covered in blood.
Yeah, I've seen that clip, but I haven't seen it.
As it just stands there and then drops to its 2 knees and then falls over this side here. It is completely fucked. This
one
one here
die?
is going to take how many points of damage?
Still 28.
28. That has got it down to 4 hit points, Ren. So what is it? Tell me what 28. Sorry, tell me what going from 32 hit points to 4 looks like.
It probably goes slack-jawed as like a lot of its neurons and brains are kind of fried out.
Yeah.
Not enough to kill them, but like there's definitely like eyes are like bulging out of its head and ready to pop. Ears are bleeding, and nose is bleeding. Blood pouring out of its mouth. It's in a bad way.
Okay.
And,
Lovely.
then it gets the muddle mind. So during that time, it rolls a d6 and subtracts that from any attack roll and ability check.
Okay, I don't think it has long left to be subtracting anything from anything.
I don't think it's gonna make a difference, but yeah.
No. Okay, so we're up to, if that's it for Ren, we're up to Robert. Robert, what are you doing?
It's very crowded, but he's gonna go. And he can move to an ally space, so I'll get to 25 to here. Sorry, and he's gonna go. I probably can't step onto those tanks.
No, they are quite large.
Bonus action to dash, go 5, 10.
You walking over will look like fleshy tentacles that sort of are used the same. They're like wires, but they are organic.
No, like World of Worlds style shit. You get to like kind of here,
Okay.
and he's gonna try. Can he get line of sight on that? Around the tank? No.
This one here, no, unfortunately, no. It would be total cover there from you. But from there, you can see what looks like a very, very incapacitated temple guard. It looks to be bathed in this tank of light blue, thick, viscous liquid.
With what we've kind of discovered and known about mind players, would it be safe to assume that these have probably been infected?
There are no tadpole jars anywhere nearby. Would you like to bought some of them for Valentine's?
Insight check to see if
would you like to give me no insight? I'll take straight intelligence. Would you like to argue for another skill or another roll? I'm all ears.
Arcana? Robert has an Arcana, both of 7.
Let me think.
Or investigation of 11.
Let me think. I'm trying to remember exactly what I did with this. Yeah, give me an investigation or perception.
Yeah, I'll go with investigation then. He's just trying to. I don't know. If happy to spend his action doing that. There for that. So that's
26. There are no.
It's kind of just more so scanning him for irregularities, like anything.
Yeah, so there's no tadpoles here. Almost looks with a 26 like this creature is this poor temple guard is being healed.
That's concerning. Why would they do that?
Anything else you'd like to do, Robert?
Oh, that wasn't his action. Okay, if that wasn't his action, then he is going to. Does he have anything that he can do? Sorry, I'm not fully familiar with all the many different things that Robert can do.
Trying to
use his action surge.
Did the map move on the stream there? Was I shift pinged?
Did a bit. He's gonna go action then to come around behind this mind flayer and kind of cut off the point of escape if it tries to flee.
Okay, cool. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's it. Action. All actions were used for movement there. So.
Okay, our badass celestial spirit. What have we got?
Yeah, badass.
Yeah, all right.
He's quite tall, so I'm assuming he's floating as well. So I'm assuming he can reach over that.
Yeah.
Fuck this. Okay. Oh, I better fucking do something with this. Okay. First one, natural 1. Fuck off.
Oh no. Do you want to roll D100?
Hang on. I'm sure there'll be another natural 1 here in a sec. So should I roll all 3 of them?
These guys kind of suck.
I go up. What's that? 35.
Yeah, 35 will be as you attack your opponent, you be interfered there with superior combatant. Disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Oh yeah, because I need that. 10.
10 is a miss.
Oh wait, but it's plus
Plus
spell.
7.
Okay, that's a hit.
19, yeah. And then the next one will be a 14, which still misses. So damage is 1d10, so 8 plus 3, so that's 11 plus 6, so that's 17 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, as it swings around with its radiant mace, you hear this wet squelch and a slight crunch. What are you doing? Stop eating yourself.
Scales goes up to 3 temporary hit points, not 1.
Okay, lovely. 3 temporary hit points. Anything else?
No, because he's shit.
Erexium.
Yeah, me. That is I. Erixium
Actually,
now finally.
Just real quick, could I have changed? Because like Robert would have known to stand directly behind this thing for the flanking. I just kind of dragged it into his face because I just couldn't see it. Happy
Yeah,
to say no.
No, but you use your action to. You're not.
Yeah, the action to dash, I would have had the movements to go in.
But you
behind
use
it.
your action to investigate, didn't you?
Oh yeah, fair. Yeah.
So like you sort of can't flank while you're investigating. If you're in combat,
fair, yeah.
you can flank, but you weren't.
Yeah.
In.
No worries.
Okay.
Just had that.
That's okay.
Transparent.
We have to try, of course. Erexium, sorry.
So now that he is actually within range of a combatant, he will attempt to turn its inside into outside as he
Excellent.
plunges his longsword into its abdomen. Hopefully successfully.
That is a 19 to hit.
For 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And it's in trails into out trails.
Hey, as you slash with his first swipe of the longsword, you cut 2 of its tentacles at the middle, and they just sort of pulse this milky, thick liquid out.
Now there's only 8 ticles as he goes again.
Yeah.
8 tickles?
10, 8,
14.
14. No, 14 is a miss. 18 is
That's
15.
just a miss.
You've no boon.
No boon. Right, 10
No boon.
points it is.
No boon.
And that will
That's it, 2.
end his turn.
No,
Yeah.
I'm so used to having fucking haste. Okay, cool. That's it for you. Duergar Sergeant. Here is... Oh, it's still alive. Oh, God love him.
He's like...
What
He's
else?
Lads,
Draw
I mean,
hit
look,
points.
Bob's 121 from 121. Can we all fucking cross our fingers for this poor bastard? So he...
But I have to take a D6 away from this as well.
Really?
Yeah, from Synaptic Static. He gets an intelligence save at the end of his turn if he survives.
Would you like to roll D6, Carrick?
Yeah, give him a negative whatever.
And
If I
then
can.
100.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This will go for both of them. So that's a natural 1 to
1.
5 down to 1, and 14 minus 4 is 10. So okay, give me a D100 there, please, Carrick.
92. That's a
Sweet
knockout. That is a you fall
baby
component, just one I'm pretty
Jesus
sure.
Christ. You lose your footing while attacking and fall to the ground, bumping your head. You fall prone, roll a DC 10 con save. On a fail, you take 1d6 damage. This 1d6 could kill him. If he falls over and bumps his head and dies,
Yeah.
it's
That's
going to be
so funny.
fucking ridiculous.
It's
This
not
is-
the
it's
falling
like-
over and bumping his head to killing him. It's the embarrassment of fucking
Yeah.
not being able to hear.
it's like those stories
Exactly.
when you're on a night out and your man's like, no fucking fighting. If you hit him,
Okay.
you fall over and hit his head.
No fighting. Shakira. Here we go. Boop. A 10. I need more than a 10. Oh, sweet God. Okay. I'm going to roll the d6 here. He has 4 hit points left.
He's unconscious either way.
He falls over, bangs his head with 4 hit points. Here comes the d6. Oh my God.
That
Oh,
man
it's
was
an
2
epic
days
start,
away
thank
from
you.
retirement.
He was 2 days away from retirement. He falls over, cracks his head, and just you hear this. That's his death rattle. It's the last thing. The last noise he makes on this plane.
As that happens, Ren just goes to Bob's like delayed reaction on that one.
That's like
Well done, son. Well fucking done.
that's like
fucking-
the choreograph guy in Dark Knight Rises that supposedly gets punched by Batman, but he's nowhere near him.
Yeah. This one here is gone. Intellect
Killed him by
Devourer
looking at him, guys. Killed him by
is
looking at him.
gone. To Bob is going to begin to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5.
There's a mine fire out there. Where you go? Oh.
Grant, you've got that side.
Yeah,
I'm gonna save the day, chums. Here we
There's
go.
a fucking Oh, I got this.
That's different to Mind Flare is up. Sorry,
Yeah.
where's one? It's this. Where's
That's the dead one.
Is it the dead one again?
I think so.
Uh,
No, it's not.
Hold on, 1 second now. 1 second till I
12
just zoom out.
is never been.
No,
hit,
it's this fella here. Here we go. 5,
Where is he?
10. Sorry, 5, 10, 15.
if you
Oh my God, I've
highlight
made
it
him
on
huge.
The turn order, it gives a yellow box around whoever. it
Yeah,
is.
I just have to zoom out so I can see it.
No,
Because
but I
I'm
mean for
zoomed in.
character look.
Oh, sorry. So 15, 20, 25, 30, 25, 30. Oh, and he can't finish there, so he's going to go there. Okay, cool. Carrick, here we go. I feel like you might be in the range of this.
I'm lost. I
As we're
am
gonna
just about.
I'm gonna get my little measure tool out here.
Yeah, I'm within 45 feet, so 60 feet can't get me.
Boopity boop. Okay, cool. So I am going to roll this, and I need you to make. Fucking
Surety.
Jesus sakes! You're gonna take 22. Or sorry, 15 points of psych damage. So I need a DC 15 intelligence saving throw. You can do this, buddy.
Surely.
That was
Exactly. I'm
fucking
fine.
close, dude. As you feel that wave of psychic energy sweep out now and threaten to completely overcome you, you somehow steal your defenses and resist it. But that was fucking close. Scales, can I get another
Focus is
DC
an image of a
15
brick.
intelligence saving throw, please?
Anne.
Oh my god.
I rolled off a 19 Scales. You are still stunned. This mind player
Right, that's
here.
good. We're gonna need a mop or like the drill.
I
that's
need
got this
a-
left behind.
I'm gonna roll a d6, and on a 5 or a 6, it's Mind Blast recharges. And that's a 1. Okay, unfortunately. So it's just gonna go and attack Eryxium. Get out of the way. Gonna attack Eryxium with our tentacles. Reach 5 feet. 1 creature. +7 to hit. If the target is medium or small, it's grappled. Escape is DC 15. And it must succeed in a DC 15 intelligence saving throw or be stunned until it's grappled. And fucking hell, lads. Here we go. Boop. 12.
Miss.
It's
So I went to reach with the tentacles that I bisected, but there was nothing there to get.
What's your AC?
21.
So Boone's not going to help that.
No.
You can do that anyways.
Okay. Mazzellu.
Oh shit, is it my turn again already?
Yeah.
Okay. Just going by so fast. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That would be because of
Five.
all of the dead creatures in the turn order.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking kicking ass here.
Okay, I'm just gonna go.
We
for a
strategized for
second bomb.
once, and the plan hit the shit, but it still worked.
So that's a 22.
Nice.
I'm playing Whack a Tentacle.
Okay, so this one attacked Eryxium, so you do have, it doesn't matter, yeah.
That was
You-
the advantage.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was hoping you get a crit there.
I
For
was-
that's
I was
12
too.
points of damage.
Yep.
Okay. And you're using your Warhammer two-handed.
It's
As you
so I'm
swing
literally,
down.
I'm doing the, the woodsman's chopping axe, the fucking.
And you bring it down, and it would land square in the back of its head, and you're sure this is gonna do, but it's just as it reaches towards Eryxium to try and suck his brains out. Your strike is not as true as you would have hoped, and it lands down, but it does crush completely one of the shoulders, and one of its arms is now hanging limp there. It looks particularly hurt. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's it.
Okay. Darak, what are we doing?
He's gonna run in, look at this celestial like, what the fuck, dude?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
And he's
Still need an emote for that, thanks to
Yeah.
Dean.
Fucking this sheet. Like, I'd actually lose my mind if this was my sheet. There we go. Sacred
should see-
Flame. So dex save, please.
You should see my fucking home game. Kate's fucking character sheet is bananas.
I honestly,
She
I
got one of
don't know
those.
how
She got one of
people
those
use physical
copybook
sheets.
things.
Right.
From Etsy. You know where everything is, but I don't. But one of our other players, it is just like, it's It's higher. Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah,
what it's like.
I genuinely don't get how people use physical sheets anymore. Like, I could
I
never
love
keep up with
physical
that.
sheets.
Yeah, I do.
So do I, but like, after you get to anything over like third level, it's like I can't read any of this anymore.
No, it's just. I mean, you can read
Just
your
don't
own
be
shit,
a
but it's
spell
just.
doer.
Yeah, well, don't be a spell doer. We need that in a t-shirt.
That's what I'm best at.
Don't be a spell doer. Okay, so let's get back to
Dex
business
save,
here.
please.
Dex save from the Mind Flyer.
Yeah.
That's the wrong one. I need this Mind Flyer. Dex saving throw. Intelligence +7, Wisdom +6, Charisma +6. So we're just going to go to +1 because it is 12 Dex. Lads, my roll's a dog shite tonight. Can I just say?
Listen, you've seen what I've done with that fucking planar ally, so don't even go there.
Okay, how
So
much
he takes
damage?
13 radiant.
Okay, that as the radiant damage, this radiant flame just it descends in this sort of column, almost like these flakes of radiant energy, and they just land in the thing and sizzle. You can see the flesh, this slick purple flesh beginning to burn and sizzle. It has no vocal cords in which to speak, so it doesn't make any noise, but you can see it is reacting in pain.
Derek just
it
turns
is-
to the planar ally and goes, I think I want a reimbursement.
Okay, top of the round. We'll do one more round and then we're out for tonight, I think, which is fair enough. Okay, so let me just move to my GM layer. We're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I'm worried.
Ren, can you see invisibility?
You said I can't see the heat signature, so unless
Yep.
it's non-magical invisibility, then no.
Okay, cool. So,
Bye, Ren.
Yeah.
how are we looking here? 59. Okay, you might survive this. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is...
Blame Robert.
Shit. Okay, so it is at the top of the round. So, during its first turn... Is it its first turn? No, it's not its first turn in the combat, though, is it?
No.
It's not. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. Okay, cool. But it's still invisible, so it has
Advantage.
advantage. It's going to use... Okay, attack. Gonna make one attack with its tentacles and 2 attacks with a soul knife. So, do you know what? Let's just let's pop it out here, just to say hello.
Once it attacks, a shot appears anyways, so yeah.
Soul knife sounds like something Snoop keeps in his boot.
Hey,
I don't like that thing.
Whoa!
see, yeah, you can see it's wearing this sort of dark leather armor. It's and these 2 psychic daggers just appear in its hands. You can see
Dagger.
dagger, mushroom. But you can see it has an agility and it has a combat form to the way it moves. Even though it's just appeared in front of you, it is deathly silent. So we're gonna go soul knife. Boop. Oh fucking Jesus, lad. 20 and 27.
sure
Can I
it's
shield?
Yeah, of course you can, yeah.
I'll shield the first one.
Now the damage in this is pretty shit.
DMB.
But all of these attacks happen at the same time. So you're going to take 13 points of psychic damage, and you can't take reactions until the end of the Mind Flayer's next turn.
I would have shielded on the first one.
I know
so...
that's absolutely
can
fine.
still-
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just saying, going forward, you cannot do that.
Yep. Well,
But,
my reaction's used, but yeah.
It's still going to have advantage because I mean all these 3 attacks at the same time on its turn. So here we go with the
Well, that's
tentacle.
what? That's minus 13,
Yes.
and then the tentacle has to be a 22. I'm fine.
I'm going to use a boon. I need
Well,
a 4. I need a 4.
On your D100 as well, Dave, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You shielded the first, and they all happen at the same time. If this thing is sneak attack, and you shield the first one, does that mean it automatically goes to the crit?
Hold on one second.
Because it's the
Yeah.
first attack that hits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That shield was.
No, but it has a
bonus
sneak- yeah, no, that's
shot.
fair. That's fully fair.
Sorry, yeah, I didn't even roll the sneak attack yet because it does have sneak attack.
Yeah.
So
No, that's
we're
fair.
gonna-
I
we're
wouldn't
gonna
have
go
known that,
sneak
so,
attack,
like,
but we're gonna double this.
yeah.
8, another 16 points of damage.
That's 22, is 29 altogether.
Yep.
And now it's gonna do its so I need a D4 to hit with the tentacles. I need a 4
Need
to
a
hit with the
4.
tentacles.
No.
As this thing appears in front of you now, and you can see it means fucking business, Ren. It knows you're one of the most dangerous members of this party.
It's fine.
And we are. Is there any, let me just see if there's anything else I can do. Actions, bonus actions.
You idiot, Stimpy.
No.
Hey, don't call Stimpy an idiot. The ear is doing its best job.
That's all I can do. Moving on to Ren. Ren, what's your response for this creature?
Yeah, so like for a second, Ren's fingers kind of do that crossed motion that he would when he's about to cast Disintegrate, but then he relaxes it because this thing is dexterous, and he is going to instead. Sorry, Dev, but it's in my face, and it's also probably from a different plane. So
Well, we need a charisma saving throw.
yeah.
I love that Kate's laughing about that.
I do feel bad, Dave, but it's like this thing needs to go. It's in my face.
That's okay.
But I won't disintegrate it.
Because it'll dodge.
Are you concentrating on any other spell right now?
Nope.
Look at Kate with the round counter in there straight away.
Seven now, yeah.
What are you clapping for?
I mean, oh dear. Yes.
So similar to like how it would have looked when it was he was banishing the Nightwalker. It's like this. There's a ripple of like darkness beneath it, as like the floor directly below it seems to turn to this like shadowy liquid as it just sinks down into it.
Okay, Robert.
And hopefully it's sent to an extraplanar space that it can't return from, because it's, astral sea in that. Robert is up, and Robert is going to go 5 to there so that you can not risk hitting Mizalu, and he's gonna swing a dagger at this thing and hopefully kill it. Why she keeps like shrinking.
This is round
its health.
1.
It's really annoying me.
Okay.
Sliver dagger of a turn. I don't. Wait, is that?
It's not 20.
1 plus 4 piercing. It is. Yeah.
25 plus 23 plus 6. Holy fucking Jesus Christ. So 28,
Yeah.
48, 54 points of damage against this poor fucker here.
Yes.
Okay. Now listen. You are one of our Emerald Collective GMs here.
Yes.
I need you to really, really dig
Well, I had
into
an idea.
your descriptive reserves and tell me what minus 49 hit points looks like.
So Robert just kind of like clicks his fingers, and the dagger just appears in it, and he just throws it, clicks it, it appears again, throws it again, clicks it, appears again, throws it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and he turns this thing into mush.
It drops down completely stone dead.
So it's like
Dead.
dagger,
Dagger on the
like
head,
ripping
yeah.
it to pieces.
Anything else you'd like to do, Robert?
Bonus action, he's gonna go. Well, no, actually, he stepped 5, so he's gonna go 10, 15, kind of jump on it.
Cool.
20,
You're gonna just
25,
jump on it and
30.
squelch.
Yeah, just a- and then he's gonna go bonus action to dash back out to here because he heard Ren yelp, and he's gonna get to about here.
Celestial
And-
Spirit.
yeah.
Yep. That it?
Yeah, that's all action, bonus action. Yeah,
Okay, our
that's it.
Celestial Spirit. What are we doing?
Celestial Spirit will reach over to Scales and do 10 points of healing with its healing touch.
Okay. Look, at least it's useful for something.
Yeah, right.
Orixium. There's a mind
Yes.
flayer here.
There's a mind layer. Where? The one in front of him has dropped.
See a shift ping?
It's a the one in front of you is a pink mist.
Yeah, it is a pink mist, yeah.
Every time he gets close, they go.
Ah, my God. Lumbering Paddy, a boon for me. I feel bad for him this evening. Don't worry, Paddy. This is just, I'm just softening them up.
You
It's
just
all-
buttering
There's
you up for
currently
tomorrow.
a healthy but pretty scaled statue who's still.
Don't worry, like I've got like the
Die.
Elder Brain Dragon and all the rest of it. It's totally grand. Be grand.
But dragons aren't legal in Sopherone.
As someone that's used that, Dave, it's good fun.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I actually got you with it.
You
I
did,
remember
yeah.
that now. Yeah.
Yeah. Who was it
I
playing?
remember watching that.
Verestria? The Sea Snake?
It was.
Yeah, that was a great game.
I spit tadpoles all over you with him.
Yeah. Bleh. Sorry, Erixium. What are we doing?
Erexium, frustrated that every time he gets close to something stabbable, it disappears. We'll go 5.
Welcome in, Slater lad. It's Stephen and Dave. Yeah.
10,
Slater lad played in our game last night.
15, 20, 25, 30. He just sees this one, so let's Eldritch Blast it.
Cool. Before you do
1,
that, can I
2,
get a?
sorry.
Ooh, it's okay. We'll take the rolls. Can I just get what's your passive perception?
14.
14. The damage this apparatus has taken now from Ren's fireball at the start, you can see it's starting to just sizzle and pop, and it's beginning to look like it might be starting to become unstable.
Oops.
Nice.
Just a heads up.
Oh yeah,
It's
no,
22 on this guy here. Eldritch Blast is like a fucking crazy fucking range. So yeah, you can hit that guy. 22 and 17 for 13 points of force damage.
Let's have a third one for the crack.
A third one up its crack.
Yeah,
19, it's gonna
19.
hit.
Now the good damage comes out. So
So
that's
what's the total
21
damage?
in total.
21. Okay, as these 3 bolts of force energy streak out across the room, magic missile style, skirting around Ren, and you can see now the creatures are almost steps back a couple of steps, and there's a dent now in this this adamantine metal breastplate as it just
My memory is
it
running out of
looks
moss.
hurt. Is there anything else for you?
Just
Just in from a long session of homebrew writing. Hey, what did you homebrew? Just trying to keep up with Dave at this stage. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
All you have to do is do a one shot that lasts for 4 sessions.
Yeah.
it's known as a Gibson.
Jesus. Okay. Anything else for Rixium?
That's him.
To Bob. Where's to Bob gone?
Sorry,
Oh, Jesus. All he
Come
does
on,
is run.
Paladin.
All he does is run. He's like the fucking. He's like Lancelot and fucking Monty Python and the Holy Grail. He's just fucking running all the fucking time. Currently running campaign based on Irish mythology sleep token lore. Nice. Okay, I think Eldritch Horrors and the Banshee. I like the sound of that.
Nice.
That sounds
Like,
pretty
as,
fucking
as,
cool.
as in Sleep Token, the band?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Do you know what? Bob is going to get up to Ren and he's going to touch you.
Whoa.
Where the fuck is Bob? So here we go. And he's going to dump some lay on hands into you. He's only got he's only got 15 left. He's going to dump all 15 in. So you got 15 points of healing.
Ren kind of nods in appreciation.
Well, go get him! And he points at the Mind Flayer. We are up to the Mind
Do
Flayer
something.
now. This guy here. Is this? It is this guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll a D6, and on a 5 or 6, his Mind Blast recharges. Lads, can I get all the fucking positive energy from chat I can get now, please?
Roll
I'm gonna-
time.
Do me
Roll
a
this in
roll for you.
5 seconds. 4, 3,
Do it, Dave.
1. Come
Don't do it.
You motherfucker. Oh!
You're
Okay.
welcome, Dave.
Man, fuck, I have a paladin aura and a huge
I can't do that,
intelligence
Dave.
bonus.
I'm sorry, Dave. 5, 10, 15, 20. He's gonna go to here. Lads, here we go. We're gonna get I know you're in range. I like doing the thing though, okay?
Yep.
Hold on. Oh shit. I'm gonna need this from everyone. Holy fucking Jesus, lads. Orixium, Robert, Tabob, and Ren. Don't roll anything yet. I'm gonna click out the little bio.
I have a plus 14 to this, so I can
Yeah, there's no way you can fuck this up. So it's going to be DC 15 intelligence saving throw or 22 points of psychic damage to be stunned for a minute. So let's do it in one. Okay. Ren.
I'm sorry, I already clicked.
Oh, it's okay. 12 and 5 is
I would
17.
have failed.
Make it.
Bob.
We're going to do to Bob next. We'll go in order of range. To Bob needs DC 15. He's got plus 5 in this.
Oh, so does Robert.
15 makes it, scrapes through. What's this, Ren? 16.
No, that's Robert.
Okay,
I clicked too soon by accident. Sorry.
Is there another creature in that cone? Or did it skedaddle?
That's a good question. I banished one of them.
No, there's not another creature. You're correct.
Okay,
It
sorry.
has been banished. That's all right.
My mistake, I missed that part.
No, that's all right.
My computer's gone black.
And hopefully it counts as a creature from a different plane and can't come back.
Right. What save was that? That is a
DC 15 intelligence saving throw, please.
Nope.
You are going to take 22 points of psychic damage, and you are now stunned for a minute. Stun fun. That's all it can do. It's going to use its. It's going to one. Add 5 feet of movement left. Scales. Would you like to make another intelligence saving throw? Oh my phone! I'm so sorry. Like that, this has been the last hour of your gaming experience. I feel shit. The rules are the rules, and the facts are the facts.
But it's also really tense for me because I'm like, he's literally a sitting duck in the middle of this, and I can't do anything. So it's literally like at any second, Scales could die. But I feel
like this is the universe correcting itself for last session when you rolled two nat 20s, and now you've rolled two nat 1s back to back.
Yeah.
Okay, we're up to this mind flayer here, which is dead. Mizelu, what do we do?
Okay, so I've heard something going on outside. 1, 2,
Little fracas.
6. This all looks kind of fucking shitty. What is the range of that? Just so I know. It is a 120 feet. So fuck it.
Zelu.
Rick seems been Chris Angel mind fucked.
So that's 9 because I'm shit. Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
Is that's a nat 1?
Jesus Christ. And last but not least, Dark, and then we were at the end of tonight's stream.
Dave, just goes as fair as fair. That is a nat 1. The D100.
Oh, shit. Okay, okay. Fair enough. Gives the D100. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Sorry, Ryan.
No, I didn't see it, so that's good.
Yeah. Please don't be the turn off magic.
It's a magic one, don't forget.
Yeah, they can turn off
30.
magic.
The spell fires in an unexpected manner, causing your confidence in your ability to falter. You have disadvantage on any spell attacks, and enemies have advantage against your spell saving throws until the end of your next turn.
That doesn't surprise me.
Come here. I'm just going to give you a little purple boop, just so we know.
Should just be a dunce hat.
Just a ghostly dunce hat.
Why aren't you wearing your awesomely cool hat that Carrie made you?
This one's easy when I'm more animated.
Okay, cool.
That's the one that has the night before Christmas.
It's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so fuck it this. We're gonna try it with Derek instead and probably fail because it's me rolling it.
Yeah.
We're gonna. Why didn't it roll it at level 2? Okay. 16 to hit.
Against what? This one here?
The one at the other Illithid on the other side.
Okay, yeah, that is a hit. Its AC is 15. 16 radiant. Fuck me. 19.
19.
Okay.
No, that's higher. Oh, it was higher cast. Yeah,
you
so
cast at
19.
level 2. Yeah. Okay.
And
your guiding bolt streaks through now. These black raven feathers just drifting, falling to the ground, as it behind it as it shoots through this chamber, and as they hit the ground, they just disapparate. But it hits this thing. Boom, boom. It is now lit up. It's sort of this almost like it's lit with this negative energy or this negative light, so you can see you can't see the detail of it, but it's just it's lit up with black light, as it were.
Oh, gross. That must be
Is that
going
it?
like crazy.
Yeah, that's it.
We are back to the top of the round. That is where we will leave it for tonight. You can change that to round 2, please, Technomistress.
I did on the thing there. I wrote it.
Guys, thank you so much. Does somebody want to look while I say goodbye? Let's look for somebody to raid. But thanks very much for sticking with us. Check out our friend Ryan, who's going to be working with Solid 10 D&D tomorrow night. What time? Our time is that?
I don't fucking know.
Roughly, okay. It's American time, so it'll be so. Stay up, don't go to fucking bed. Stay up and watch that, and then when we get the VOD, watch that as well. Watch it back twice.
Say lad, there is a huge playlist for this game. It's our longest running game at this
mate.
point. So if you want to watch the contents, off you go.
Episode 73. So yeah, you can hit the YouTube if you want. There's 1 or 2 episodes missing, but yeah.
Yeah, we had a
seriously
few
long
quick files,
fucking
unfortunately. If you want to start a shorter campaign, my campaign is only on episode 11.
This one, Dave.
What's that?
Go to this one. So do /raid and then type in that as after space.
Yeah, I actually was just about to. They're cool.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Kate, you can see
Oh,
that?
they're doing an extra life charity stream. Definitely support them.
Okay,
That's
cool.
cool
Let me
cause.
just let me just copy this. Okay, guys. So yeah, check out Ryan playing. Fucking hell. Check out Ryan playing with Solid 10 D&D tomorrow. We are back on Sunday with the Irish premiere. We're the first group of TTRPG folks to play Daggerheart live on stream in Ireland. So join us on Sunday. I think it's a pretty fucking cool thing. GM Wayne from Irish Pubcast and from Sorcery and Shenanigans. And then on Tuesday we have Carrick, GM Carrick, is going to do another one shot. And then on Thursday I'm back with Rebirth of the Graven King.
Yeah.
And then on Friday I'm running a Cabin in the Woods themed one shot. It's probably a TPK. But look, we love you all. Let me type that now. So slash raid.
Yeah.
So guys, see you in every upcoming stream because I play in all of them lately.
Or AID. Boop. Excellent. We love you all.
There we go.
Thanks for sticking with us, and we'll see you very soon.
Peace out.
See you.